And welcome back to another special edition of the Michael Decon program. First time listeners out there, my name in fact is Michael, and I am a mere figment of your imagination. Pleased to meet you. We do hope you come back. Tonight will be a bit of a rattlesnake. Put the women and children to bed. You've been warned. You've been warned. It's Celebrity Death Pool 2022. Oh yes. Oh yes. It's that time of the year. Joining me this evening for tonight's fun is none other than my co-host, Mr. Mike Hideous. Let's bring him right in. He is patiently waiting. Let's not take too damn long. I know he wants to jump in here. Mike, how's it going?
Hello, Mr. Decon.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. Can't complain. I'm all fired up.
Hear your voice.
It's good to hear your voice as well. And Mike, thank you so much for being here, being part of the program yet again. We have Celebrity Death Pool to get through once again.
Yes, sir.
Can you believe it?
I can't believe it has gone by so quickly.
Really? You're not pumped for 2022 at all? You're over it already.
You know, truth be told, over the years, I've learned to just accept each new year with a grain of salt. I never get my hopes up anymore.
You don't give a shit, in other words.
I don't give a flying frig.
There you go. That's the spirit. That's the spirit, Mike. But yes, folks, as you heard, Celebrity Death Pool 2022, welcome. Welcome aboard. Newer listeners out there. Wow, this is insane. If this is the first time you're listening to the show, I can't believe it. Pat yourselves on the back, and of course, the veterans out there, those of you in the chat room listening to the sound of my voice as we hear each other, sort of. I could hear you out there. We're using telepathy, Mike. That's what we're doing right now, and I could hear the people in the chat room. Not only can I see them, I could also hear their voices right now in real time.
Well, you're frightening me now.
I'm kind of scared. This show is going to be insane tonight. I'm scared myself. But yes, please don't be shy. We would like to hear from all of you out there. That number is 424-666-2425. The number
couldn't ask for a cooler phone number.
There you go. Yes, 424-666-2425. Don't be shy now. Call in. We would like to hear your little voice. Even though I could already hear you now. We'd like to play show and tell, right, Mike?
I'd like to play doctor.
Mike wants to play doctor with all of you. But yes, that number will be on your screen in a moment here. And of course, friends, don't be shy. Call in. This is the time. If you haven't called in, I mean, what the fuck are you doing? Call in.
What are you waiting for?
What are you doing with your life? Call in.
Stop wasting your life and call in.
Stop wasting your time. Call in. We've been waiting for you. Now, of course, Mike, once again, I hope you enjoyed your holiday. I hope all of you out there have enjoyed your holiday too.
Are you asking me? Yeah, it was all right.
I am. It was okay. You sound over it already.
I've been over it before it started back on Thanksgiving. I didn't see anybody. I didn't talk to anybody. I didn't go anywhere, get anything. I got myself a a Christmas present. That was about it.
That's it.
Yep.
Wow, Mike.
I don't see humans anymore.
You see dead people.
I see dead people.
You only see the dead, Mike. In other words.
Yeah, sometimes.
Wow. Look at you.
Look at you.
Being all paranormal out there.
Yeah, well.
Boogeyman 1976 is asking if you have received your booster yet, Mike, by the way.
You know, I was going to go yesterday.
Were you
and now? I was, but
oh my.
I'm trying to plan it so that if I do end up getting like some reaction to it, like, like I did last time, which was like almost like a 24-hour flu, so to speak. I just want to plan it so that if I get it, I can take the next day and just completely just rest, and not have to force myself to do anything.
Well, that's understandable.
I know when I got the shot last year in April, I felt really crappy for about a day, but after that I was fine.
You were fine.
I just want to plan so that when I get it, I can just, not have to do anything the next day. So it turned out I had to do things today.
Understood. And of course, we are joined on the line by, I have no idea who this could be, Mike. So brace yourself. They could probably want you dead. They could probably want me dead.
Nice.
A lot of people out there want me dead, by the way.
Wow.
They want me buried 6 feet underground.
If it makes any difference, I don't want you dead, Mike.
Thank you, Mike. At least you don't. I feel better. I can go on with my life now. Thank you.
There you go.
Very nice. Caller, go ahead. You are live.
That's me, right?
That's you, I think.
Well, I am actually a first-time listener, first-time caller.
Wow, first-time listener, first-time caller. We are very proud of that.
Yes. Well, I'm calling courtesy of Mr. Frank Bacon.
Oh, understood.
Yes. So, and I'm so sorry to hear people want you dead.
Well, that's the name of the game.
It is. I know, and understandably, and unfortunately, I share a similar story right now with that stuff. So, yeah, I know how it goes.
People want you dead.
But, yeah, they do, actually. It's really interesting. Being a truther out here is not fun.
Are these strangers online that want you dead, or are these people like your family or friends, or what are we talking about here?
Not my family. My family loves me. And they're not necessarily strangers. They're just people that don't like the fact that I am an investigative journalist and I'm uncovering their truth and
I see.
not afraid to share it. So, people like the John Walshes of the world, or people that are nefarious for no good reason, and I just don't have a problem calling them out for it. Black hats. And I'm just like, oh, hi, Black Hat. It's nice to see you. Let me show you for who you are to the world. That kind of
Understood.
stuff.
And how do you feel about my co-host here, Mike Hideous, who has, of course, inserted the jab himself? By the way, he was with Hunter Biden, actually inserted for him. Rumor has it. That's just a rumor. I don't know if it's true or not.
Well, he did say he wanted to play doctor, so I guess he's living his best life.
I guess he got what he wanted.
Ask and you shall receive, and just be careful what you ask for.
Have you been vaccinated, by the way, caller?
No, I have not, and I have no plans to.
Oh, really? Are you a anti-vaxxer? Is that what we're dealing with on our hands here?
Well, I have my normal vaccines that I had to have through childhood and to go to college, but I have plenty of antibodies to keep my body healthy, and I'm a healthy person, and I've actually had COVID. So and I live in Florida, by the way. So under the current Florida Surgeon General's guidance, if you've had COVID, you don't warrant using a vaccine.
I agree with that.
Yeah, what do you think of that, Mike?
No, I agree with it. I mean, for the people who don't want to get the shot and have either had it before or just choose to want to get it, especially if you're in good health, I say get it, man. I can stick a needle right in your arm, just take it so that you build up the antibodies. I'm all for it. If I was a healthy man, without my history with cancer, I would definitely reconsider getting the vaccine.
Mike, very pro-vaccine, as you know.
No, don't screw up my words here. I'm just saying, the reason I have to get this shot, it's based on my history with my health and cancer. And as I've told you, a very good friend of mine had told me that based on my history, it would be advantageous for me to get the vaccine. And I've already gotten the first one back in April, so I just got to get a booster. But for those people who don't want to get it, I support that. It's all about what you want. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
My body, my choice.
And I hope you're doing okay with that.
What was that, caller? I'm sorry,
yes.
I missed that.
We talked over you.
No, I said I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear about your cancer. I hope you're doing okay with that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm doing all right currently. Thank you.
I'm not going to get the
Oh, it's my
vaccine, by the
pleasure.
way. For those out there wondering, I already have contracted COVID twice. I have defeated the devil's flu.
Yep. I have had it 5 times.
You had it 5 times. Holy hell.
Yep, holy hell, absolutely. I have teenage children that are in high school, and children are like giant petri dishes. And
This is true.
yeah, very much so. So, it's just that's why I have antibodies, and the Delta it was bad. It was really bad, but that was the one that gave me the best antibodies, and now it's just like I felt amazing, and we were all very, very healthy. But I'm actually reading some of the comments on the screen right now that it's the immune compromised, which I am as well, and that's why I cannot get the vaccine. Because I have a form of leukemia from my bone marrow, and so I can't get the vaccine. So, it's just one of those things where I just, I'm not going to do that. My children aren't going to be vaccinated either, because I really would like to have grandchildren. I don't want to be, magnetizing myself to telephone poles because of whatever the conspiracy theories are. But, it's just one of those things. But I support the people that want to. The parents are vaccinated. Because my mom wanted to be able to travel to Europe. My mom's Irish. And my dad's like, just go ahead and get it. I don't, whatever. My dad had to get it because he is essentially employed by the government. So
yeah, they're forced to.
Yeah, see, I disagree with that. I think the
That's
mandates for any type of government job or even the military or something like that, I don't believe that. And the fact that we're losing people, policemen, firemen, hospital workers, military people, because they're either walking off the job or being forced into early retirement because they won't take the vaccine. And I think that's wrong.
We were saying this back in 2020, late 2019, Mike, what was most likely going to happen. Remember, I was going to say these things are going to be mandatory. People were saying we were smoking crack here on the show. That would never happen. But here we are.
And Michael, the funny thing about all this
Amazing.
is that when the corpse was the candidate running for president back in the day, he was quoted as saying, him and Fauci, there will be no mandates.
That's what they were saying. But early on in the game, if you can remember, boys and girls, they were saying once the vaccine is rolled out, it was basically the cure, that we wouldn't have to worry about anything anymore. Everything would be okay. Everything would be honky-dory. Mm-hmm. But has that turned out to be true?
Or honky?
Well,
they haven't reached mass. They haven't reached mass population vaccination levels. So I did have a question for you, Mr. Decon.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
Go ahead. I'm an open book.
I heard a sneaky rumor that you were potentially going to be moonlighting as a voiceover actor.
I'm going to be what?
A voiceover actor.
Well, that's what I've been doing.
Oh.
The rumors are true, but I've been doing that for quite some time.
He's going to do Cinderella with Walt Disney.
With Walt Disney, yeah. I'm working for Disney now.
Oh, no, that's not that kind of work unless it's the dirty Cinderella.
Ooh.
Well, Cinderella has a much deeper voice these days because, with all the gender issues, people don't want to make her sound like a woman. So they have Michael doing her voice.
I might be doing her voice. That's true. That's probably the truth, I might be doing that very thing. I might be pretending I'm a woman. You never know. That's Hollywood for you. And by the way, do not hang up. We're going to bring in someone else. I don't know what they want. Maybe they have something to add to this conversation. New caller, you are here with us. No one hang up, by the way. Caller, go ahead. Oh, my God. That was
Hello?
scary. Oh, hello. How are you?
Doing good. How are you?
Oh my goodness! You might want to lower your laptop or whatever you have going on back there. That would help. Did we lose you? Oh no, I could hear myself in the background. That's not good, boys and girls. That is not good at all.
Caller, are you there? Okay.
I'm still here.
Dead air.
Okay, you're still there. Maybe they hung up.
Yeah, maybe they did. Let's keep.
We
let's
keep it
keep
going. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yes, let's keep the energy alive, folks. Do not worry. Don't be scared. That happens. Sometimes people get a little, get a little drunk, and then they call in and they forget that they need to turn down the laptop, the phone, whatever is going on.
Caller, did you say you were a journalist?
I am. I'm an investigative journalist.
Anybody?
I'm sorry?
Can you name the paper or can you name who you work for, or is that too much to ask?
Oh no. I volunteer for a media company, and then I just started my own media company. So I volunteer for Sandra Media Group, and I also have just started Dark to Light Media.
Oh wow!
Good for you.
Very nice. Very nice.
Dark to Light Media kind of runs a different way. We're going to have kind of like contributing writers, basically anybody who wants to write an article on news that's local to them that's important. They can do that. We're going to want them to, obviously get, full credit for themselves, and, they can post it on something like Blurt, or something like Blurt has Blurt really awesome to do it on there, because they get full attenuation and credit for their work before it goes up on our website, and they can put like a little picture and then a caption and then like a read more, and it takes them right to like their own little personal page of articles that they've written, kind of as a
Understood. And do you ever worry, by the way, just a quick question, do you ever worry about being affiliated with these sort of groups in terms of, having the whole cancel culture sort of mob going after you, that sort of deal?
Good question, Michael.
Twitter suspended my account permanently 3 times last year.
Oh, never mind.
So
yeah.
I actually have a current Twitter account. And with my Dark to Light Media company, I had my Twitter account up and tweeted one time, and they permanently banned my business account.
Whoa!
And and it was banned for spamming.
Can you tell us what it was that they banned you for multiple times?
Well, on my personal side in 2020, it was violation of terms of service. I was like, I don't even tweet. I only participate in like DM conversations. I think it was because some of the people that I was affiliated with were kind of radioactive. But this, with my business, with Dark to Light Media, I literally had only tweeted one tweet, and it was like, hi, this is my new company, come check us out. And they're like, spam.
Wow.
No spamming allowed.
That's all it took.
It was one tweet. That's not spamming.
Well, what about the other times that they banned you? What was it? Anything else that you had said or had been a part of? What was it that they banned you for?
I had created a music video, and they said that it was condoning violence.
You're kidding.
But it was no, and actually, what it was a historical Civil War battle. And it was actually like a reenactment of Civil War. So it was actual reenactment, the Civil War.
The Civil War. Oh, God forbid. Yeah, that's definitely bannable.
Like true American historical video, like not like actual video because they didn't have it back then, but it was like a like I had gone to a reenactment and videoed it on my phone and then made it into a music video of a song and put it on my YouTube or on my Twitter, and they were like, promotes violence, permanently suspended. I was like, oh my God.
That's crazy.
So then I was like, all right, fine, we'll just be another name. So now I am Martini Day Pelosi.
Oh, good for you. Congratulations.
Yeah. So it's like, whatever. I'll just, pick a name that mimics a drink we already know that the woman's drinking.
Very nice.
I see Boogeyman going, who is this lady?
Yeah, maybe you want to refresh their memory. Go ahead.
Well, my name is Southern Charms, literally almost everywhere. Southern Charms, Telegram. I'm pretty sure if you search Twitter, you'll find me. YouTube. I'm trying to think, where else am I? Hive. Or
you're everywhere, in other words.
Everywhere. Gab. Like, literally everywhere. So.
Dublin thinks you're odd, by the way.
That I'm on?
Yeah, that you're odd.
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 I'm odd.
Yeah, they think you're on drugs.
No, not on drugs.
No drugs, just high on life, ladies and gentlemen. The best way.
No, I'm just happy. I'm
I think
glad
that's
I'm
a
on
little...
Dublin. Thanks, I guess.
Thank
Dublin,
you, Dublin.
Fitzpatrick.
We love
the
comments here. I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry to bring that up to you here, but some people they think these things, so we have to ask. We got to ask.
No, it's fine. Dublin Fitzpatrick is a perfectly fitting Irish name. My mom's Irish.
Are you Q, by the way? That's a great question. Are you QAnon? Are you a writer of sorts? Are you writing for 4chan? Is that what's going on?
Oh, no. She's Q. No, I am not Q. I don't even know how to. I don't even know how to write on 4chan, 8chan, 4chan, whatever all of that is. I don't even know how to use it. I just kind of barely know how to go and read it. I
still don't know.
Thank
what
you,
Q
El Caco.
is.
I appreciate that.
Mike doesn't know what Q is, by the way.
To this day, I still can't figure out.
Don't explain it to him. Don't explain it to him. It's better that he doesn't know.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I have no idea.
Okay, so Q.
Oh no! Don't do it.
Let's see, the best. Don't do it. Okay.
Don't do it. Mike is just he's gonna go crazy if he hears this.
No, tell me. Come on, please.
Oh my. You know what? Go ahead and explain to him. This will be entertaining. Go ahead.
Profiles in ufology says show is the burgers, Frank's bacon. Okay, so I'm just reading the comments. So just a short little blurb about Q. Q was a PSYOP in military intelligence that was supposed to have done something with a bunch of drops and information that was basically on WikiLeaks, kind of formed in the method of a riddle.
Whoa, I apologize, by the way. I was trying to drink some beer and I hit the shock mount. I apologize for the listeners at home. Don't worry.
Oh, God.
Getting a little drink
I am not Jordan Sather's publicist. Oh, jeez.
Yes, continue, please.
I am very offended that Mr. Silverado believes I am Jordan.
That is very offensive, though. That is true.
Publicist. No, I don't know Jordan Sather. I've never met him. Never talked to him. Actually, that is not true. Was it Jordan Sather? No, I have never talked to Jordan Sather. So.
Okay, focus on us for this conversation, though. Not.
Yes, don't look at the chat. You're going to get distracted now.
Oh no!
So
don't worry about the chat.
Saying what you were saying about Q or whatever it's called.
Yes, please explain to Mike.
I was hoping that explanation was helpful. So I don't want to delve too much into
Mike
it.
isn't
But, I
following,
mean,
trust me. He doesn't know what the hell's going on about this QAnon. He's like, what is that? Some sort of kids game?
it's a shopping.
What is this?
It's a shopping club.
But correct me if I'm wrong. Ultimately, what you're saying, it had to do with the military, some kind of special operations force or something?
Well, I mean, what they were saying, because, okay, they were saying it was a group of military intelligence operatives that had, Q level clearance, which is above top secret, which would be Q is like the Department of Energy, and that there were a group of 10, not more than 10, I believe, but not less than 5 individuals that had that ability to access the boards. And then all of this stuff came out last year where it was like, but no, I'm Q, between like Ron Watkins and the other dude and like all the people that created 4chan and 8chan and 4chan and all that stuff. So, it's just one of those things.
All right. So what's the big controversy about them?
Well, because I think when Pizzagate came out, they attributed the guy that went in and I think he went in and shot somebody. This was before my involvement in anything. I didn't get involved with anything to do with QAnon at all, and didn't even know about anything to do with QAnon until 2020, like March 2020, I think. No, it was last year. It was when COVID started. So yeah, I guess March 2020. And so I didn't know anything about it, knew nothing. I just heard something on YouTube. I think it was Liz Crokin. It was like, oh my God, COVID is a hoax to cover up the mass arrests. And I'm like, what do you mean mass arrests? Who's getting arrested? And then they're talking about babies in tunnels. And I'm like, oh my God, oh no, this is terrible. And then I took up Twitter and I was like, people, right. So there, the fear porn and the fear tactics and all of this stuff. And that's what got a lot of people hooked into it. Is there child trafficking? Yes, absolutely. Children go missing every day. Is there human trafficking? Yes, absolutely, every day. Do children go missing naturally? I mean, not naturally, but are children abducted every day? Yes, absolutely. Do people get murdered every day? 100%. Yes, absolutely. Not everything is a conspiracy theory. So,
tell that to the freight train.
I don't think she knows who that
right.
is. You would have to mention him by name, by the way.
There's a couple of people that Michael has interviewed, as well as myself with Michael over the past year or two, that they have their beliefs in the conspiracy theories of the country as well as other topics. And so, yeah, I suppose you couldn't say that to certain people that we might know. Not that it's a big deal.
Isn't it great when you try to explain these sort of things to someone who doesn't know? It's always hilarious, especially to me, but I think it's hilarious.
Be honest, I still don't quite understand what they are and what the big deal is with them. So I don't know. I don't think it's a big deal either. I'm not too worried about it.
Mike doesn't really care about these sort of things, by the way.
Who, you or me?
I'm talking for you. I shouldn't talk for you, but it's one of those things, Mike, that you don't really get too wrapped up in.
I don't, because truth be told, I don't quite understand thoroughly what it is that everybody was so worked up over concerning Q. What's the full name? Quantum? What are they called?
QAnon?
QAnon, yeah. Whatever that means. Whatever. Let's move on. Who cares?
Yeah, Mike doesn't give a fuck, by the way. In case you didn't notice.
You know what, though? I tell you what. 2022, the honey badger became my spirit animal because it gives no fucks.
A spirit animal?
Yes. You know how like everyone has like a spirit animal, and people are like, the wolf is my spirit animal. the honey badger became my spirit animal, because if you watch like National Geographic or anything like that, and you watch the ones about the honey badger, they literally just don't care. They'll go in there into, alligators' nests or crocodiles' nests and just take the eggs, and like they don't care if the crocodile's right there about to eat it. They'll just be like, "Nope, taking your eggs. Don't care." So,
well, Mike is
that's
blown
my spirit
away,
animal.
as I am too. I believe I am a few people's spirit animal myself, so I understand.
Like the Chinese calendar, year of the chicken or something.
The year of the rat.
Year of the
Oh,
woodcock.
Understood. Well, my goodness, that was quite the doozy. I had no idea we would be discussing this QAnon phenomenon that sort of swept the nation, I guess. And Mike sort of, really didn't care about these sort of strange movements that start online with different groups of people that sort of spread these messages and follow up with injecting God into the mix. And that's what sort of gets people all rowdy. And it's sort of like, Mike, a good way to sort of break it down for you is sort of like a anonymous sort of message board where people sort of, send these sort of strange sort of messages where things may or may not happen. And it's all tied into the Bible, by the way, Mike. So there you go.
I already, I don't believe it.
I wrapped it up there in a nice little package there for you, Mike. It's just, something that adults like, that, older people, got kind of, got really into because of the whole sort of riddle-like thing going on, like a puzzle, but for older people.
Right. It was like a giant puzzle, but for older people, and you nailed it. Like, it had a hint of religious aspect to it.
It's like a crossword
puzzle
for
yes,
it's a crossword puzzle for older people, by the way, Mike, to keep it in simple terms for everyone.
Okay, whatever.
You throw God in, and then that's you sort of see where it lands there.
Yeah, definitely.
Does that sound familiar to you, Mike? Do you like that formula? That's all it takes, right?
Right. Yeah, you're absolutely right. So many. There are so many circumstances in which people who are believing about some secret thing going on, some conspiracy, and probably 50% of the time or more, there's always this association with whatever it may be.
But Mike,
God,
the thing is, there is some truth though involved in some of these things, because for a lot of people, they sort of didn't know about that sort of thing, even though it's sort of like common sense to most. They sort of catch wind of these things, and suddenly their world is sort of their whole mind is blown. In other words, once they figure out these things like child trafficking, we kind of already all know that. That's something that goes on. We already know. It's not a conspiracy. We know these things.
It's very true.
Well, you can thank the internet for that.
That's like saying, does the Pope molest children? Well, of course, yes.
we jest for all you Catholics out there.
We perceive him to do that. There we go. Now we're not going to get sued. That's my perception of him. Yes, that's my perception of him. See how we get
cool.
see that?
Growing up Irish Catholic, that's a very good and kind way to put it.
Yes, that was kind of dark. We went there. That's a little much, but that's how we roll sometimes. I apologize.
That is the lightest dark you've ever been, Michael.
I know. I'm keeping it light.
Because there have been things.
There's been more than a couple things. That's true.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't worry about that comment too much.
I hope not. Once again, I hope everyone out there is doing well this evening. It's going quite well this evening. We haven't even begun Celebrity Death Pool just yet. We are sort of talking about things that are sort of going on right now in the world. But we will get to Celebrity Death Pool, I promise. Once again, I do hope everyone out there is well. Lots of people getting sick right now. Lots of low-grade fevers going around. It's that time of the year, and I won't bore you to death with too much COVID news here. I'm sure all of you have been berated by the COVID news by now. I can still recall the death count meter they had on TV. Do you guys remember that? Remember when the news networks were sort of like taking score? They were all happy that people were dropping dead. It was kind of exciting, I will be honest. Even I liked it. I was hoping the number went even higher. I was cheering.
The funny thing is, and it's not funny, I shouldn't say that, but the odd thing is that, and I think I may have mentioned this to you in a previous show.
Yes.
Before the corpse was president.
The corpse, I love that.
He said, and I quote, let me paraphrase it instead of quoting, because I don't know exactly how he said it, but he said anybody who would let as many people die under his watch as a president should step down as president. So do you know that more people have died under the watch of the so-called president, known as a corpse? More people have died since he's been in office than when Trump is. So should Biden go by his own rules and step down because he's a complete moron?
How do you know he's a moron, by the way, Mike? Have you been around him long enough to...
All you got to do is watch him speak.
Well, it is TV. They're saying that's a clone. They're not saying that's not real. Do you like the way I spun that?
If they would ever clone an idiot like him, then we're really in the wrong direction for science, okay? Right. So they should restart all over. And why would you want to clone a 900-year-old man?
Why does someone collect stamps? Why does someone believe the earth is flat? Why does someone like Allah? Why does someone... I could go on all night. I'm sorry.
Please, I got all the time in the world. Go ahead.
I need to shut up. I'm going to get murdered tonight, by the way. Someone is going to kill me tonight, that's for sure.
No. Why do they want to kill you?
Lots of reasons. Where do I begin?
It's okay. I mean...
Do you have 7 hours?
Well,
longer than that.
Maybe.
Yeah, there's a long list of names that want me gone. That's for sure. That is true. That's not an exaggeration.
You need to make yourself... You just need to make... Yes.
Is that a cat?
Make yourself a honey pot. Yes, it is. It's my old cat. He's being grumpy.
That was cute.
And no, I'm not a cat lady.
Are you a cat lady? That's the next question.
Why not? I am.
Mike is a cat lady man.
He's a man lady.
He's a man cat.
I'm a man lady cat.
Man lady cat, that's true, yes.
No, I have my 17-year-old cat and I have a new puppy. So
oh shit, okay.
He's feeling a little jealous and telling me all about it.
You should mate them and get like kitten puppies.
No thanks.
No?
No.
What about if you clone the cat, as we were just speaking of cloning?
Yes, clone the cat.
No.
I'm good now.
No?
All right.
Okay. Well, we tried, folks. We were trying, but didn't work out.
She's a party pooper.
No, I'm good. I'm good with him. He's lived a very full life as a rescue cat, and he's 17 years old, going on 18 this coming year. This is a very old cat, and I love him dearly.
By the way, if the food supply was cut off and you were freezing to death and all you had left was that cat, would you fry that cat up?
Nope.
No, you're not going to kill the cat.
Nope.
If I was at Mike's house and I was dying of hunger, I mean, I'm looking at one of those birds he's got there.
And
he's got multiple birds.
He's got multiple birds. Yeah, we got food to eat here.
And he'd be standing in front of me with my MP15.
I know, right? I'd be outside, right, Mike?
And I'd be like, okay, strip down because I'm going to shoot you and eat your leg.
Yeah, Mike would kill me, by the way.
See, there you go. There's your murderer right there. You just said
Yeah, Mike would probably really kill me, though, for sure, if I did that.
Yeah, definitely if you eat one of his birds.
I think most people probably would.
I mean, I think you need to turn the would-be murderers into people that love you and adore you through your voice works of, I heard somebody say that they finally found you, that they were missing your porn voice.
Oh my God.
Your porn
Apparently that's the voiceover work that I had heard about.
Really?
So,
you heard of that?
Yes. Yes,
Ooh.
that's what I heard. That was the rumor, and you were denying. You're like, yeah, we're producing it now, and I'm like, yeah,
Well,
no,
you
I
know,
don't think so.
I don't really like to discuss that sort of work, but yes, that's true.
Well, you do voiceovers for
I heard-
porn movies?
No, I mean, it was a sort of audition that I had to do. That's all.
Oh, but not for
Yeah,
porn.
but, like,
No,
novels.
not for that. It's just, it was some sort of audition I had to do. I didn't really want to do it. You know, I feel really hacky doing that sort of thing. I'll be honest. It's not really, it's not me. That's not really who I am, but you know, it's pretty good pay. I'll be honest. If I get the gig, by the way.
The reason I asked if you did voiceovers for porn is because I wanted to know if you did the same one that I did.
Whoa. That's one I didn't know about, Mike. You have some explaining to do.
I'm teasing, of course.
My God.
But you never know.
You got some videos out there from your trip in Germany, by the way.
Oh, I won't talk.
Oh.
I can neither deny or confirm such accusation.
Wow.
Which is an admission in and of itself.
I had no idea you were that naughty, Mike. My God.
Hey, whoa! I didn't say that. I didn't do anything.
I didn't know you were an exhibitionist there.
I'm an exhibitionist. Yes, I like to go exploring.
Wow! Look at you. Look at Mike out there.
Yeah.
I bring out all of the
dream.
omissions and admissions.
You know, you also got to know that porn lingo, which is like, yeah, so that's it. That's what we're going to do. Yeah, you like that? Huh?
Well, that's you know, a little
Too
outside
much
my realm.
information.
But yes, I did have an audition. I did say some wild things. That I'll leave it at that.
Really?
Good for
Yeah.
you.
Well, let's hope I land the role. It'll be fun.
so.
It'll be fun. It'll be fun. But by the way, let's take a quick call really quickly here.
Absolutely.
Stay on the line. Do not hang up. Caller, you are on the line with us. Go ahead.
Hey, Mike. I got to turn. I've never done this before, so I got to turn the computer.
Oh, yes.
Or how do I do that? Pause it? Or
Yeah, you could just pause it on your screen there. Just hit that little...
all right, there we go.
There
How you
go.
doing, Michael?
I'm good. How are you, my friend?
Very good. And of course, I love Mike.
We all love Mike.
Fantastic.
We love Mike so much. He's the man. Yes, you.
Thank you.
Yes, you psychopath. We love you to death.
Yeah, I am a psychopath. I've, talked to you guys just over emails, or whatever,
Oh, really?
or Messenger or whatever. Yeah.
Have you followed me home by any chance?
No, I haven't done that yet. No,
Not
I'm
yet.
kind
Okay.
of far away to do that.
Oh, my.
Do it yet. That's frightening.
Not yet. Well, I've had many stalkers in my time. This is true. This is true. Outside during high school, we've had the strange woman who would drive around the block. Yes, we had all that. That is crazy. Holy
That's
shit.
fantastic.
Yes, sir. Isn't that crazy?
You're loving
That
this,
is
Michael.
crazy.
I might, you know what? I might even follow you if I saw you at Vaughn's. I might even start following you, caller. I might even look through your window at night. I don't know.
Wow.
Oh, you guys.
If someone was
That's
stalking
funny.
me and looking through my window, I would probably want to follow them and want to molest them maybe a little bit.
That's too funny.
I'm like, I'd rather
my
get to them
gosh.
before they get to me. I mean, that's just,
Oh, man. Anyway.
Anyways, I'm sorry about that. I don't know what happened there.
No, it's no problem at all. I'm used to laughing at you guys all the time.
Well, caller, I have your number. I can't find you.
I had a couple with my friend here that I'm hanging out with.
What's your friend's name?
Shirley.
Shirley. We love that. Yes, I'm glad you were listening with a friend and you're not alone. We appreciate that. Thank you so much. It's good. Let's get to listen to the show with a friend, not so much by by yourself. We love that. Thank you.
Yeah. So we have a couple topics.
Okay, go ahead. Shoot, we love that.
Kind of fun.
Yes, go ahead.
She brought up the Jerry Lewis telethon. Muscular dystrophy.
Jerry Lee
Lewis. Did that really get that done, or did that?
That's dark, by the way.
Yeah.
Jerry Lee Lewis married his cousin, I believe.
No, wrong.
Wait, that's a wrong guy.
Wrong Jerry. You're talking about.
Yeah.
Jerry
I was like, whoa, I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what happened there, Mike. We got off on the wrong foot, Mike. I don't know what's going on. This is crazy, but I'm glad we are all here.
Jerry Lee Lewis is the piano player / singer from from what, the 40s?
Mike, all of them, no matter what their names are, they're all musicians. That means they're all guilty in my eyes.
Well,
but remember Jerry Lewis, the telethon guy?
That guy probably
telethon shit he did.
He probably did all kinds of things we don't even know about. So yes, he is still guilty.
That helped cure that disease, did it?
Well, we don't know exactly, but yes. Southern Charm says, and I thought I was on drugs. No, we all are. That's the problem. That's the problem. But yes.
Okay, here's one more from Shirley.
One more from Shirley. Go ahead. We'd love to hear from Shirley.
Okay. She was bringing up that Natalie Wood and Robert Wagner. What do you guys think of that outcome? Did he really do that or not? Get rid of her, knock her off a bit?
Her? No, he didn't murder her. I don't think he did. I do have
Mike,
a joke that I can tell about that, though.
Forensic guy,
Mike knows his stuff, by the way. He's very wise.
I know he is. He's really freaking good.
He's good. That's why he's here.
Oh man, that's why.
That's why he's here.
So let me just say something. When Natalie Wood died, Robert Wagner's wife at the time, don't quote me on this. I believe it was in the early 80s, possibly the late 70s. I can't remember. I was just a kid.
No, that's about right.
I came up.
Mike, I'm close to your age.
For those of you who don't know, Natalie Wood was on a boat with Robert Wagner, the actor, and she was an actress as well.
Right.
And they were on a boat, and apparently, something happened. She fell off the boat. She drowned. Boom, she dies.
Oof.
Now, I'm not getting into the whole issue of whether she was murdered or not. That's not for me to decide. Here's what I'm trying to tell you. I came up with a joke. I actually invented a joke, and I'm the worst joke teller ever.
Really?
So I came up with a joke about Natalie Wood. So back in the day, in whenever it was, late 70s, early 80s, we hear that Natalie Wood dies. So I go around telling everybody. At the time, there was a parade for Thanksgiving. The Thanksgiving Day parade was coming up. So my joke was, hey, did you hear Natalie Wood is going to be in the Thanksgiving Day parade? Then the person would say, oh, really? And I say, yes, she's afloat.
Whoa,
she's afloat.
That's a good one.
That was terrible.
That was.
She's afloat.
Yes. Wow. Mike, if you were here.
I don't tell jokes that well, so coming up with that was a really big deal for me. Okay?
I love Mike's jokes.
Mike,
they're fantastic.
If you were here, I would grab you and punch you. Not in the face, but in the throat.
How about a drop kick?
I would punch you so hard in the throat right now.
Very caring.
If only I could punch you in the throat, Mike. I would love to do that.
Because I care that much about you.
I would really want to hurt you right now, Mike. By the way, love to. But yes, I'm kidding. I would not want to actually physically harm you, Mike. I'm only joking. I love you with all my heart, but sometimes I would love to strangle you with my heart. With my heart only, though. With my heart. Not physically.
Killing me softly with his song.
That's how much I love you, Mike. I just want to strangle you a little.
Strangle me with my umbilical cord, which I still have attached, mind you.
Yes.
Hey, I thought I was strangled when I was born like that. I was told that I strangled on the umbilical cord.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
I could not have imagined anyone telling you that.
With many people, I've heard it, like it's kind of a normal thing. No
It's a
wonder
normal
why,
thing. Well, I'm going to have to,
I guess.
Okay, I'm going to have to use that one now.
Yeah, I guess.
Thanks for the idea. We love that.
That's it. We're taking it.
Yeah, I've heard it. I'm trying to think of other people other than me that I know, but...
Well, we love that. We love that you didn't get strangled by your own umbilical cord in the womb. We love that. We love that you survived. You are a true fighter.
You know what, Michael? This guy has asked us 2 questions and we haven't answered either one of them.
Have we not answered any of his questions? I'm I'm a little not sober.
He asked the question about what we thought about Robert Wagner and Natalie Wood, and I'm assuming, caller, you wanted to know if we thought that he murdered Natalie Wood.
He probably did.
Pretty much, yeah.
We could just cut it short. He probably killed them. Let's be honest.
Wasn't there somebody else on the boat? Does anybody know?
Oh, yeah. Good going, Mike. That's that dude from that movie. I can't think of his name offhand. Hey, Shirley, what's the name of that dude that was on the boat with them? On the boat, Natalie Wood and them? It's that guy from that weird alien movie I like. Damn it.
Which weird alien movie? We like that.
E.T.?
That. E.T.
No, not E.T.
What's that weird? He's a very strange actor.
Aren't they all strange, by the way? That's kind of hard to sort of,
For sure. There you go. Yeah. Yeah.
Is it Corey Feldman?
Christopher Walken?
Christopher Walken.
Yeah, Christopher Walken, that's right. He was on the boat. That's right.
Yeah, he's quite strange.
He's very strange.
He might even be stranger than me. No.
No one could be stranger than you.
I really don't think he would. I mean, what would the premise for Robert to murder his wife be? I can't see what it could be. Was there any sort of
I don't know either. That's what I wonder. Yeah.
Can I ask you a question? Why is your mind on this subject, by the way?
Oh, because that girl I hang out with, and we're trying to think of some weird subjects, to make something fun to talk about.
Okay, I appreciate that. Good creativity.
Yeah, it wasn't me who brought it up, but I do know a little bit about it.
I was just curious what the backstory was, that's all.
Michael, I got to tell you, it's very strange that Robert Wagner was brought up tonight because, and I'm not jumping ahead, I'm just saying he was one of the guys that I had considered choosing for celebrity.
Oh,
are you serious?
You said that for the
he's number 10 on my list.
What a synchronicity. Wow.
Yeah, very strange to be brought up because he's like 90-something years old at this point.
To offer, but...
What was that, caller?
We had a few to offer what we think.
Okay, stay on the line. Stay on the line. Who else is on the line with us here? If you can hear my voice, say hello.
Hello. I'm still here.
You're still here. I'm glad all of you are still here. Don't worry. We're going to get into Celebrity Death Pool in a moment here. Now that we are all kind of, warmed up. I'm warmed up. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to strangle Mike. I guess that means we're ready to go.
Strangle Mike.
I guess that's a great sign.
Mike's mic is a little bit low.
Whose mic is a little low? What was that?
I said Mike's mic is not Mr. Deacon Mike, but Mike is a little bit low.
Don't worry. I'll put him up right now. Don't worry. I will lift the pot up, as they say. I'll pan him up there, and he should sound louder now.
Check. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Is that better?
Hello.
Better. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Now he sounds good. Now you can hear him, and of course, I will tell you this. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, I'm glad all of you went through 2021 without any harm. I could only imagine we all survived. Here we are, 2022. Congratulations to all of you out there. It's been a hell of a ride, and I look forward to what 2022 will bring. Oh my God. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, the most offensive segment we do here on this program is coming up right now. And this is going to be wild. By the way, callers, I'm going to, not going to mute you guys, but no one is going to hear you right now. I'm going to play a sort of little drop. I'm going to mute you guys. Don't worry. Don't hang up. I'm going to play this little celebrity death pool sort of thing here. You guys just need to hang on. Don't hang up. Just sort of be quiet and let me say my nonsense here.
Shut up.
Yes, everyone just stay quiet. Everyone be cool. But here we are again, boys and girls. One of the most offensive segments that we do, and I love it. I shamelessly am excited right now. I always am when I do this segment here. This is my favorite sort of segment. And, everyone waits for it. Everyone's like, when are you going to do it? When is this going to happen? And I say, be patient. It's coming. I swear to Christ, it's coming. And it's going to be a good one. It is always a good one. And of course, my God, here we go. Let's get this going. Yes, Boogeyman is very angry. He wants us to get going here. He wants Celebrity Death Pool. Let's do this, folks. Yes. Mike, we are getting older every day. It's that time of the year. Time has flown by, and people want Celebrity Death Pool, so let's jump right in. We are definitely getting older. This is going to be amazing, folks. I promise. I'm excited. I hope all of you are excited. Yes. Celebrity Death Pool 2022. Holy shit, here we are, boys and girls, on a night like this. Mike, I'm not sure why I said that, but I was feeling it. But here we are, boys and girls. It's time to get down. It's time to get busy. Callers, we're doing this. This is going down. Top 10 picks. Mike, definitely get us started. Veterans of the show, definitely feel free to call in. You know that number, 424-666-2425. Mike, hit us with your top 10.
Right.
You have the honor. Start number 10. Go ahead, Mike.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. If you heard the show last year, I had a couple choices, and one of them was on my number one on my list is Queen Elizabeth.
Wow, Queen Elizabeth. Why, Mike? Go ahead, explain.
Well, she's got to be like 400 at this point, and she's just not gonna die. I sincerely believe she is one of those lizard people.
A lizard person? That's what you're saying, Mike?
I don't know, man. She's just like she never like her. Let's see. Her husband has died just recently. Prince Philip might actually die before she does. I mean, what is he? He's got to be like 60 something now, 70 something.
He's gonna be very old.
I'd be pissed if I was him. I'd be like, you know what? Come on, die already. I want to be king.
Not bad. That's a pretty good start right there. Number 10. I like that. That's a good choice.
Actually, that was my number one. Are we going backwards?
Yeah, we're going backwards. We're not going number one.
All right.
Oh, Mike already fucked up.
My number 10 was Robert Wagner. All right, so we don't have to go through that whole thing again.
Oh,
sorry.
Mike, my God, Mike. People, see, that's why I already knew I wanted to strangle you. This is why.
Apologies, folks.
With my heart, not physically, by the way. But yes, there you go, boys and girls. That was Mike's pick there. Let's sort of rewind it and forget Mike even said that. Let's sort of, pretend he didn't say that.
Sorry. Yeah, Robert Wagner.
Okay.
Number 10.
There you go. That's better, Mike. That's a name that we already heard. Very nice. Very, very good. And of course, Mike, last year I picked Harvey Weinstein as my number 10.
Oh, did you? Wow.
I did.
I should have wrote them down. So we can go over them together.
But yes, Harvey Weinstein was my number 10. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, that was... Wow, that was kind of scary there.
You hear my bird?
I heard your bird.
That's... Usually the other one was just whistling. It was doing the fox whistle.
Very nice.
I got Sergeant right next to me.
I'm glad he's okay. I'm glad Sergeant is around to hear this. I hope he can hear the sound of my voice too.
He can't. I got the headphones on.
Oh, damn it!
He's looking at the computer.
Callers, I know you're out there hearing this. Of course, anyone that has a number 10, we would like to hear from you. Go ahead. Don't be shy.
Anybody?
Anyone.
Hey, I remember, I just wanted to say just one thing.
Go ahead.
On last year's list, that Mike himself said he was on that list.
Well, that's true.
And I'm really proud that he made it through.
I am too.
That's right.
Mike did. Mike, my co-host right here did in fact say that he, was going to be taken out, and that's not true. He's right here. This isn't a ghost. We love that.
Thank you.
I'm having trouble, because Shirley wants to listen to this, and I'm on the phone, so I don't know how to do it.
Well, you
we
can't.
We will.
Yes, you could hang up now. We love that.
Mike.
Yes. So by the way, you could hang up now and listen to the show. We will talk to you soon, my friend.
Thank you for calling.
Yeah, thanks for calling in. We love that. We love you very much.
Love you guys.
Thank you so much. And there they go. We hope they continue to listen, and I hope we still have someone else here on the line. Okay, you're still here. Do you have okay, gentleman and female caller? We know that's you out there. I just say female caller. I hope you don't get too offended, by the way.
No, you can just call me Southern, but yeah, I'm here.
But yes, I'm just trying to distinguish that sort of thing, even though that's not PC. Non-binary folks, what's going on? Yes, let's keep it that way. Let's say that. That's a little bit more polite for, those folks out there on YouTube.
The non-binary and the non-bionic.
Yes, the AI. Well, let's leave it that way.
The AI.
The AI. But okay, my number 10 pick. Let's get back on track here. Number 10, Bill Clinton. By the way.
Oh.
I feel it's almost time for him to check out. No disrespect to Bill, of course. No one should be offended by that at all. It's just the way she goes. He had a pretty good run, I would have to say. He's lived a very good life. I think it's time for him to check out Bill Clinton, number 10.
All right.
What do you think?
I think it's an interesting choice. However, I think the guy's such a lucky bastard that he's going to live to be 150.
Wow, that long. What about you callers? What do you feel about that? Do you like number 10, Bill Clinton? Your thoughts, callers?
Agreed, 100%.
He's agreeing.
He's green?
He's green.
Time to check out.
Time to check out Bill Clinton. We want him out.
Yeah, hopefully it'll be a suicide pact between him and his wife.
Whoa, that is dark. Mike wanting a suicide. That's what I would call a hat trick. Just like the hockey game.
Of course, I don't mean that for those out there listening in the FCC.
He's just joking around. He doesn't really mean it. He doesn't want no one dead. He's just saying that.
Yes.
He's joking, folks. He's joking.
Happy death jokes.
Yes, he's, he has a wild imagination, folks. That's all.
I can't help it.
He can't help it. He can't help it. But yes, we will find out what happens in the year 2022 as we roll along. Folks, be happy that you're not on the list. Yes, Mike, that is horrible. That's what Eric Altered said. We agree, Mike. That is terrible of you.
Yes, well, you know what? I work with the best.
That's true. You do. Very nice.
That's where I get my influences.
Yeah. I'd love that. And of course, number 9. Are you ready for this?
Number 9, yes.
Kevin Spacey.
You think Kevin Spacey?
Whoa.
I think it's time.
I think it's time.
I think Kevin Spacey, it's time to go.
Huh.
I think it's time to check out.
Yeah.
All right.
He's quite controversial. Lots of people not very happy with Kevin Spacey. That video of Kevin Spacey allegedly sexually assaulting that teenager.
Wait, there's video?
I believe there was.
No.
Back in 2016, I believe that's what happened.
Wow.
And,
I am shocked.
Yeah, he was 59 at the time, so you do the math. He was sort of groping the front of the teenage victim's pants, by the way, if I could remember correctly, at the Club Car restaurant. This is where our friend Kevin Spacey taking advantage of a young, innocent boy.
So I have to ask, was it consensual or
what else is new?
Yeah, what else is new? Exactly. That's just what they all do, right? If you are sort of an actor, you sort of are expected to sort of do this sort of thing. That's Hollywood for you, ladies and gentlemen.
Actor/raper.
Actor/raper, exactly.
So it wasn't consensual, it was molestation?
Most likely, Mike.
No, okay. I didn't see this video. I had no idea.
Well, it's, surveillance footage. It's not really like they had a script there, Mike.
Do you think he has a hairpiece?
I'm joking, Mike. Can you imagine if they, it's like an elaborate set and, that is awful. That is terrible, by the way. That's what happened, on another night, by the way.
What?
Just that. Kevin Spacey, probably, maybe, we don't know for sure. But, there's always...
A man with 8 arms.
Yeah, a man with 8 arms, exactly.
It's funny, I just watched Superman last night.
Did you know?
Yeah, he played Lex Luthor in it.
My God. But yes, bonus pick, by the way.
I watched House of Cards last night.
Holy hell. House of Cards, that's a good one. I wasn't expecting that, but yes, you were kind of loud there. I lowered you a little bit there. You scared me with your booming voice. Great voice, by the way, nonetheless.
Sorry.
I like your voice. Do not be sorry. That's okay.
I'm in lockdown. We've been on lockdown for 4 days. I'm going crazy.
You've been on lockdown for 4 days.
Yeah, we're in Canada, man.
Holy hell.
Ridiculous.
My fellow Canadian, I'm so sorry you are experiencing a lockdown, my friend.
I used to like your country.
Yeah, so did I.
That is terrible.
Of course, I absolutely love Canada.
Well, you come up here, man. It's like minus 25.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I would die.
You need a vaccine passport to get weed now. You need a vaccine passport to get alcohol. It's ridiculous.
Holy
crazy.
hell. You need a vaccine passport to...
We call it China now. China.
My God. China. I like that. Wow. It's getting really crazy out there in China. In Canada,
And there's a curfew at 10 o'clock at night.
What?
Whoa.
What the hell
Canada
does
is going...
that do with anything?
Canada is insane. I had no idea Canada was also a fallen state.
I mean,
And Trudeau is calling the unvaccinated racist. Blackface Trudeau is calling the unvaccinated people racist.
By the way, I'm saying it's in a fallen state, not that it's a state. For those that, will say something later. Michael Decon, I didn't know you are Canadian. No, I'm not Canadian, but in my mind, I pretend to be Canadian sometimes.
Caller, I got to ask you a question. You do agree with me that it's crazy that they have a lockdown at 10 o'clock, not a lockdown, a curfew at 10 o'clock. I mean, what the hell? What,
Whoa.
at 10 o'clock, like
Again,
the virus just comes out and
it's the
starts
second time.
attacking
It's the
people?
second time. Because they did it before for 1 month, and then they extended it to 5 months at 10 o'clock at night.
What is the point?
Now they're back at it again. The same little guy.
My God.
What is the point?
I think it's called. I'm a guy who's 5'5", and I'm tripping on power, man.
Oh, you're referring to your prime minister?
No, the premier of the province.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm not up to speed on the political terminologies.
No, it's okay.
Titles. Yeah, I even had problems like knowing the
It's
speed.
ridiculous, man.
I'm about to end this man's whole career.
That's true. But yes, onward we go on. Now, boys and girls, let's get back to the picks here. At number 10, I did have a bonus pick. I didn't really want to put them officially on the list, but my number 10, going back to number 10 really quickly, Tom Hanks, by the way, heavily despised and controversial, had COVID early on. Go ahead, Mike.
Are you doing number 7 or 8 rather?
Yes, but I'm just saying number 10 was, I'm just going back to number 10 really quickly, just saying that was a sort of a pick that I didn't really, throw out there.
Oh, okay.
Yes, they didn't really make the official list. I just wanted to throw them out there. Tom Hanks, by the way, I feel like throwing him under the bus. I'm not sure why. Maybe because he has a son named Chet. I think that's his name. He, fancies himself as like a rapper. You have to throw him under the bus every now and then. That's Tom Hanks. Yeah. Good Lord.
He's a rapper?
Yeah, he has a son that's like a rapper.
Oh, he's got a son that's a rapper.
Yeah, you people need to look that up. I don't want to get into that right now. Holy shit. But yes, Tom Hanks, by the way. Honorable mention here. Very honorable mention. Mike, go ahead. What was your pick here?
Number 9?
Yes.
Okay, and as much as I hate to say it, I think it's only a fact and very possible. Number 9, I got nothing against this guy, Buzz Aldrin.
Buzz Aldrin. So you're picking him because he's old, basically.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's what we're doing, right? I mean,
well, they don't have to always be, the elderly.
Oh, that's all right. Well, okay, yeah. I got a couple people that aren't that old.
Elder abuse, by the way.
I guess I'm just trying to win.
I know Mike's really trying to win. Mike wants to win the $10,000 prize.
I just want to see all these people die.
Holy shit.
Buzz Aldrin's AI.
Buzz Aldrin probably will be dead by tonight. He's old enough to die.
That's terrible.
That is kind of awful, right?
I don't like that guy.
That was bad. I apologize, Mike. I should not have said that, but you don't know.
Maybe he's a lizard person.
Right. Well, yeah. Well, Sally is saying my bet is Jack Nicholson. That was actually kind of good because number 8 for me was going to be Jack Nicholson. You ruined that for me, but it's okay. That's okay. Jack Nicholson, by the way, was going to be my number 8. Now that we have a spoiler alert, we jumped ahead there. But Jack Nicholson, mostly because of his age, just like you, Mike, I don't hate the guy. But he has a weird political stance. He sort of has a long degenerate history as well. Did all kinds of things, but, also an actor, so let's not forget.
Yeah, but you know what? I just seem to think that some of these people get away with things that make them more popular. Like, for example, like people are just being made heroes when they're really not. Like, there's so many other people out there that do good things for people, and yet others who get caught groping kids. If that's what, it couldn't have been a kid. They were in a club. He had to be at least 18, right?
Well, you never know.
Well, what I'm trying to say is that, in circumstances, some people do these things that are, very controversial. Look what Hillary Clinton did when they were taking her to dealing with her.
Or CNN. Look what CNN guys are doing.
Yeah. So when they took Hillary and had her, they wanted to get her computers and her cell phones. She deleted what? 10,000, 20,000 emails. She broke the devices with hammers. I mean, are you gonna tell me that's innocent?
Normal behavior.
Yeah, just normal behavior. Exactly, Mike. It's all,
right.
All business.
So sometimes when these people are doing something that might screw up their life, maybe they could want to kill themselves. I don't know, but it doesn't seem like they get away with or it does seem like they get away with a lot more than some other people do, like normal people like us.
Trudeau just says he's sorry and he's just okay.
What's that?
Trudeau just says he's sorry and it's okay.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he'll be forgiven. That's okay. No worries. So moving on, by the way, let's get back on track here. Number 9, by the way, officially, we're going back. We sort of jumped around there, but yes, number 9, Sandra Bullock, by the way.
That's you?
That's me,
Sandra
number
Bullock?
9.
Wow. Why Sandra? I mean, she's relatively okay, isn't she?
Well, she's probably in good health right now. I don't think she's going to die anytime soon, but I was always disturbed by her appearance on the Ellen DeGeneres Show, or as some people like to call her, the Ellen DeGenerate Show. That's a fitting title, but yeah, she was on the Ellen DeGeneres Show and bragged about using a mutilated baby foreskin as a sort of a face lotion. By the way, you could look up that clip. By the way, yes, that is Sandra Bullock.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that she was using this sort of facial cream that sort of uses, foreskins from, fetuses, basically.
That reminds me.
You can look it up online.
Weirdos,
I'm not making that up. You could look it up yourself, my friends. It's quite disgusting. There is audio of her even admitting this on the Ellen DeGenerate Show herself. So if you're curious, just look it up. You'll find it yourself. I can't play that here for you. We don't want to contribute to that sort of behavior, but, you're more than free to sort of explore that realm yourselves. I don't want to get a knock at my door. But yeah, Sandra Bullock, that's my number 9.
You know what that whole scenario reminds me of her using a baby's foreskin for makeup? It reminds me of a South Park show where they were like busting Christopher Reeves, and that he was taking stem cells from dead fetuses,
right?
Like, snap their heads off and suck the blood right out of them. So
yeah, she's a blood drinker.
That I get when you say she's putting makeup on with a baby's foreskin. Wow.
She's crazy. I'm telling you, that's what was going on. It's a product that contains the foreskin of a dead, fetuses, basically. The foreskin of Korean babies. I believe that's what it was.
Well, who doesn't? I mean, really.
Yeah, but I mean, all celebrities, they're all drinking blood. In my opinion, I think
all vampires.
They're all vampires. I think that's what's really going on. You can look up this serum, by the way. Again, very disgusting, but that's our friend, Sandra Bullock. Look it up yourselves. Truly disgusting, boys and girls. But that's the world we live in. That is the world we live in. But yes, that is my number 9. Mike, did you have a number 9, or did you say it already?
I did say it already. Yes.
My God, I'm losing track here. I'm having so much fun. And I'm having a great time here. I kind of want to hear it again, by the way. Just really quickly here. What was your number 9 again, Mike?
Buzz Aldrin.
Buzz Aldrin, by the way. Great pick. We are moving forward. Number 8, as you already know, mine was Jack Nicholson. I already told you why. And just like you, Mike, I kind of cheated. I just thought, he's kind of that age where it's that time that he checks out. He had a great life. COVID is just around the corner. I think he's just a cold away from dropping dead. Ooh, that's cold. Well, no pun intended, but that is cold.
You could be right. I mean, the guy's lived a good life.
Great
I love
life.
Nicholson. I think he's a great actor. I really do.
You'll get no argument from me, by the way.
Everybody's gonna die.
Everyone has to die. That's just the way it goes, folks. We are all close to the end. Isn't that great?
I'm looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to it too. It'll be fun, folks. Don't worry. But yes, callers. Do you have a pick, by the way, caller?
Yeah, I have a few off the top of my head.
Give us one off your top of your head before we cut you loose here.
What about some California politicians?
That's fair game.
Why not?
Why not? Go ahead. Who do you got?
What about Dianne Feinstein?
Ooh, good pick.
Oh,
she's overdue.
I mean,
she's of that age, yeah. She's, despised by most of America. I don't think anybody would be brokenhearted if she, sort of croaked, perhaps. I don't know.
Had the Chinese spy limo driver.
That's a good choice, too. Not bad. Keep it going. A couple more here.
What about Pelosi? How about her?
What about Justin Trudeau?
Yeah.
I'd rather
Don't say
Pelosi.
that, by the way. Don't repeat that. We don't want to get a knock at your door, by the way. We would hate.
I don't care anymore.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, he doesn't care. He's down with that pick. He's down with the downs.
Oh, he's down with it? Oh,
he's down with it. But yes, we do want to thank you for
I don't
calling
care,
in.
man. My dog will attack. Whoever comes in the door, my dog is going to attack him.
Love that. Well, listen, we love you very much. We're glad you are doing well out there during these harsh times. In Canada, we hope you survive this lockdown, my friend.
Piece of cake, man.
No doubt. Stay safe out there. Good night. And there he goes, our friend in Canada. I'm glad he's alive and well and dealing through, all this nonsense, Mike. I can't believe he's forced to go through with all that.
I can't believe it either. It's crazy.
That is insane. And the whole time we didn't have the chat here, but now we'll bring it back up on the screen there for you folks. I apologize. I didn't even notice that. I've been having too much fun reading this list. I get carried away with the list, Mike. I'm sorry. But yes, our friend, let's hope he's okay out there in Canada. It sounds like he's in great spirits. Maxine Waters won't be missed. That's from our friend Sally. Oh, yes.
Praise be.
Once again, if you do want to call in, the lines are now clear for you to do so. Please feel free to give us a call. We would love that. Give us a call. Don't be afraid. That number is on your screen. 424-666-2425. There you go. Don't be shy. We'd love to hear from all of you out there. Definitely come on in here and hang out with us. We would love to hear your opinions too. And that brings us to number 7, Mike.
Yes, it does.
Who do you got, Mike? Go ahead.
Number 7, I have Bob Newhart.
Bob Newhart.
Another old guy.
Just because he's old. No real reason. Yeah. Okay.
For those of you who don't know who Bob Newhart is, he was an actor, comedian. He used to have a show called the Bob Newhart Show back in the late 70s and early 80s, I believe. And, funny guy.
Funny guy. Speaking of funny guys, Anthony chose Anthony Cumia. He will die from some kind of firearms mishap or driving the Shelby into a Jersey barrier. That's not bad. Anthony Cumia. Okay. We'll go with that. Okay. That's their number 7, I guess. We will accept that. Okay. Who knows? He does like to drink a lot. I'm thinking perhaps it might be, he might have a little too much to drink one of these days and sort of drive off a cliff. Who knows? Hopefully that doesn't happen. Yeah, anything is possible on a night like this. Right, Mike?
That's correct.
That's right.
That's correct.
That is correct. So, number 7, Mike. Guess who I have? This is a good one. No, Cher is a great pick, though. That's really good. Very close to where I am. My hometown, very close to the hometown. She is actually from, she was originally from El Centro, but moved to Brawley. So she goes by her hometown in Brawley, which is only a few miles from where I am. So, good pick, but no. Prince Andrew.
Prince Andrew is the guy who got mixed up in that scandal, right?
Well, he didn't really get mixed up. It's more like he got basically photographed with his hands around the waist of a 17-year-old girl.
Right.
Virginia Roberts, I believe it was.
Yeah, I could see a noose coming with that one.
Oh, yeah. So, Prince Andrew, it's not a very good time for our friend Prince Andrew, if you remember the photograph of the Queen's second son. And of course, Mr. Epstein would later be convicted of all of those sort of things. And of course, you know how that went. And of course, no stranger to, Ghislaine Maxwell, as you know, or Ghislaine Maxwell, whichever way you want to pronounce it, whichever way you like. We all know who we're referring to. But yes, we've seen that photograph. Very, very shocking, very disturbing. I'm glad I was in on that plane, by the way.
Mm.
Even if you didn't do anything wrong and you were just there, I would not want to be around that. It's not a good look. It's not a good look. But yes, Prince Andrew. We might see him check out sometime, Mike.
It's possible.
I think it's coming.
I mean, I never even thought about it until you just brought it up. I mean, that wow, who knows? He'll get out of it. You'll see.
Well, some say Ghislaine Maxwell will sort of beat the case, by the way. Jizzface Maxwell, that's what Eric Altered is saying right there in the chat. Some people think she's gonna win this one, Mike. Can you believe that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know,
We'll
get away with it.
We'll see what happens. We shall see what happens. So that brings us to our next pick, Mike, number 6.
No. Is it 6? No, 7.
Is
7.
it 6 or is it 7? I'm not quite sure.
7. I didn't.
Oh, it's 7.
It's 7. I didn't do. Yeah, I didn't do. I did 8.
I've lost count, by the way.
That's okay. That's why I was watching.
I've lost count, by the way. I don't know, folks. We might be on 7. I have no clue. I think we are, though.
Yes, we are.
Are you ready for this?
I'm ready. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. You first or me first?
Well, actually, go ahead, Mike. Go ahead. Do the honors.
Me first?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. You ready?
I'm ready.
Pat Robertson from the 700 Club.
Really?
Yeah.
Why so?
Well, I think he's made a pact with the devil, and it's time.
That's ironic. Mike, the Satanist is saying he made a deal with the devil. Is that true?
Well, yeah, you know, the Pope is a Satanist too.
That's true.
It's all done. Everything's done quietly in the Vatican.
You're right about that. I'm not going to argue with you on that one.
And they have a bat cave in the Vatican.
They have a bat cave.
Few people know that.
Well, Mike, that leaves me to fire off. And of course, I will say Artie Lang.
Oh, poor Artie.
Poor Artie.
Yeah.
He's always sort of included on the list, by the way. It's terrible, but I'm thinking it might be that time.
He's always included on the list. That's very nice of you, Michael.
I know, it's very sweet of me. That's probably why he probably hates me now.
Brother. Okay, I got it. I marked it down.
That's not bad, right? That's a pretty good pick.
Yeah.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
No, you're right. That's a good pick. I mean,
he's trying to get sober.
All kinds of things going on there.
Yeah, I think he's sober, but he's just sort of an accident away from disaster, if you know what I mean.
Accident away.
Just an accident away. Just a pinprick away. That's all.
Oh, brother.
I think someone sent this in here. This is a bonus pick, by the way. This did not come from me. This came from a fellow listener out there. They named this guy Jimmy Church. They're saying a fellow show host, by the way, the ex-weekend host of Coast to Coast AM. I didn't pick this guy, but a listener did. I didn't know they would pick this man, but I guess they want them to croak. I had no idea. Holy shit! Hopefully that doesn't happen.
Yikes!
My God, that's pretty wild. Okay, we will accept that and move on. Number 6, by the way, Mike.
All right, 6. Sorry, I went with the old people.
You keep going with the old people, Mike. They're gonna get us in trouble for elder abuse.
I don't know what I was thinking. I mean, I get it now, but I was just thinking old people, they're gonna die. So it's horrible, but that's the fact of life. Anywho, number 6 is Dick Van Dyke.
Dick Van Dyke. He's like 90.
Yeah, 96, I believe.
He's gonna die after the show.
He might die during the show.
He's gonna die, in about an hour.
One less listener.
That's right. Good job, Mike. That's a great pick.
Thank you.
Dick Van Dyke. Let me see. How old is Dick Van Dyke, by the way?
I think he's 96.
Oh my God. Is he really 96? Let's find out. Well, he's 96 years old. Wow.
Is he?
He sure is.
I picked it.
He's been around forever.
He has, and I used to watch his show when I was a child, even though it came on years before I was, an infant or a toddler.
That is wild.
How often do you get to use that word? Toddler.
Not very often. Dublin thought Dick Van Dyke was already dead too.
I did too. I thought he was dead. I had to look him up today.
My God. Well, no, he's still alive, still active and kicking, by the way, according to the interwebs, according to the Googles, by the way. You like that? The Googles, the way I said that, Mike?
I like that. I like that a lot. That
Dick
was very
Van
witty.
Dyke, by the way, amazing. The Dick Van Dyke Show, that came out back in 1961, by the way.
Was it? I thought it was earlier than that. I thought it was the 50s, no?
I believe, yeah, I'm looking it up here on the Wikipedia. It says an American television sitcom that initially aired on CBS from October 3rd, 1961 to June 1st, 1966, by the way. My God. He's still alive, folks. But Mike thinks...
Good for him.
Yeah, good for him. Mike thinks this will be the year that Dick Van Dyke checks out. Amazing.
By the way, did anybody mention Betty White last year?
I believe I might have mentioned her on my celebrity death pool list, but not last year.
Yeah, I was sad to hear her die. She was just short of her 100th birthday.
Yeah, that's true. Just about a week away, right?
And what did she die on? New Year's Eve or New Year's Day? New Year's Eve, right?
I think on New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's gotta screw up holiday for you.
December 31st, by the way.
December 31st. I'm sorry, I'm being distracted by my bird.
That's okay.
You want to say hello?
Yes.
Can you say hi? Go ahead. I'm sorry, Michael. I'm not interrupting you.
No worries. I was hoping I'd hear the bird.
I'm hoping too, but he'll only speak when he wants.
Oof. Oh well. Well, number 6. Tom Green, by the way.
Tom Green. Didn't you have him last year?
Do you know? I don't think I've ever had Tom Green on the list.
No.
Do you boys remember Tom Green?
Isn't his career tanked now?
Well, his career's been over for a long time. This is true. Poor guy.
Such stupid things. Stupid things.
You didn't like Tom Green. You hated him.
It was childish. I
well,
mean,
of course.
I watched him suck a cow's tit one time.
That's true.
What the F? Why?
Well, Canadian
wasn't even
humor.
Funny. It was just perverted.
Canadian humor, a little different,
Oh, is that what he is?
Yeah.
Is that his problem?
He's
Canadian.
He's from Canada.
That's his problem. He's Canadian.
Now we lost a caller, or that listener now. They hate us now for that one.
We love you, Canada.
We love the Canadians, by the way, and we are joined by another caller. Go ahead, caller. You are on the air.
Oh, hi, Michael.
Yo, what's up?
Going?
I'm good. How are you?
Yes, I'm good. I'm going all the way out from Canada.
From Canada?
Yes.
Yes,
Hey.
Canadian Power.
Hey.
The Canadian Maple Leaf Power.
Hey, Mike. How's it going?
We have the Canadians here. We love that.
If it actually would work from Canada.
Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't this work, by the way?
Well, I only want to say one thing. Is I feel very restricted in Canada.
Oh.
Justin Trudeau is taking away our assault rifles, and I live in a military house. I'm a combat engineer. My roommate has gone to Afghanistan.
Oh, wow.
I find it very crappy that I myself, Canadian Armed Forces member, cannot even own an assault rifle in Canada because we can't be trusted.
Yeah, that's insane. It seems like Fidel Castro's son is really running amok out there in Canada.
Anyway, I just called. I love the show, and
Well, thank you
good
for
listening. I fall asleep to it, not every night, but some nights, you know.
Sure. Yeah, this is a good way to go to sleep, listen to the show, and hear the sound of my voice soothe you as you go into a deeper REM state.
After chronic masturbation.
Well, maybe,
How's
who knows?
Mike? I thought he sounds. I always listen to you guys, and I find your jokes are quite hilarious most days. And every time someone calls in, you don't seem to get a word in, and I can let you have your word. You know. Anyway, I won't take up too much of your time, guys. I just wanted to give a fellow shout out from Canada.
Thank you. We
really appreciate that. Thank you so much for calling in and telling us a little about about yourself here.
I'll call it another day.
Call in again. We would love to hear from you.
All right. Hey, take care, Mike, and see you later, Michael.
Take care, man.
Take care.
Okay,
and
bye.
There he goes. Yes. Good night. And there he goes, all the way from Canada. We love that.
Land of the dinosaurs.
Land of the not so free. So yes, Tom Green, by the way. I know that's kind of a strange pick, but he's been, he's made a number of appearances as of late, and they've been completely bizarre. Yes, I'm aware of his gimmick, but this goes beyond his regular persona and gimmick that he sort of goes through. He's either facing a lot of depression or his cancer has returned. That's what I'm thinking. I like Tom, by the way. And, these picks aren't...
I didn't know he had cancer.
He had cancer a long time ago, by the way.
Really? Do you know what he had?
Testicular cancer.
Oh, brother. That's horrible.
Yeah, so, he even did a segment on his show where he was sort of like filmed going to the hospital and all that, Mike.
Wow.
Yeah, so Tom Green, we don't hate the guy, even though he's a little off in his own ways, but we don't hate the guy. Yes, the cancer, I don't know what's going on, Mike, but he's been kind of unusual, so it'd be good to sort of keep an eye out for our friend Tom Green. We don't know what's going to happen to him.
I'm marking it down right now.
Yes, mark it down, Tom Green. Boogeyman 1976 says Green did do that one actress, though. Yes, he's talking about Drew Barrymore, which he married. Yeah, he married her.
Yeah, they're not together anymore, though, right? She's out of her mind.
She's a little crazy, that's true.
A friend of mine actually bumped into her one day on the streets of New York City. I'm sorry, it wasn't on the streets. It was in a bar, and literally he got yelled at by her. She freaked out on him. Good friend of mine too. He's the guy who did the vocals on the song that you play from Spy Society on the show every once in a while.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Mark Steiner.
Cat's Kulo Jackson says Tom Green lives in a van with his dog traveling across the country. I believe that's a YouTube channel. So, okay. Understood. So yeah, he's out there. He's out and about. See, he's going across the country, so that only tells me that he's sort of, kind of maybe even lost in the world. Who knows? All the drugs he did. Who knows?
He did drugs?
Maybe. I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there, Mike. I'm suspecting he got all hopped up on pills, started thinking all this weird shit.
Hopped up on goofballs.
He's taking some weird pills, and now he's going across the country, ladies and gentlemen. We don't really know if that's true. I'm just sort of suspecting that that's what he's doing, or what happened to him. I don't know, boys and girls, but he sure is acting a little weird, weirder than usual, and that's saying a lot. That's Tom Green, but hopefully everything is going okay in that man's world. Yes, Boogeyman. Evidently, he is on YouTube. I just thought he was doing all these interviews. I guess I missed him plugging his YouTube channel there.
I haven't seen it.
DFS Donovan says, please chime in on Jack Murphy for me, Michael. Pretty please. Jack Murphy. Why Jack Murphy, by the way?
Are you asking me? Because I don't even know who Jack Murphy is.
I'm asking this This listener in the chat room, DFS Donovan, Jack Murphy, what do you want me to say about him? I'm not quite sure. Dublin says, Mike, aren't you from New York or New Jersey?
New Jersey.
Yes, he is a Jersey boy, by the way. Rumored to have lived near Chris Christie, I heard.
What? Wait, what?
You don't live near Chris Christie? I thought you did.
No, I think he's running for president. Did you hear about that?
Oh my God, are you serious?
That's what I think. I could be wrong. But
Don't tease me that way.
I don't like him.
I hate the man.
He should just keep his mouth shut.
I hate his face. I don't like that man at all. James Smith says Tom Green got a farm up in Canada. You know, Canada's a beautiful place, but I heard it's very rough out there to live in most. There's only one sort of place, one sort of province you could sort of like tolerate to live in. The rest is sort of can't really be out there. Yeah, it's
a lot, and it's beautiful country.
Oh yeah,
it's just gorgeous.
That's where Bigfoot is, by the way, in Canada.
That's right, multiple. In fact, there's packs of them that roam the plains of Canada, hunting Loch Ness monsters. It's amazing. You got to go.
I want to go, by the way. Eric Altered says Joe Rogan. Well, that would be fantastic if Joe Rogan, if he did check out in 2022, that would probably be great for his career.
That's the news guy, right?
No, that's a host of the Fear Factor show way back in the day. That's sort of how he rose to fame at first. He was on Fear Factor for all those years, made great money on that television show. Great money now, of course. You see him on television working as a commentator for the UFC. Very, very nice, great gig. But who knows? We might see him. Who knows? He's one accident away from maybe going under. Who knows? Caller, go ahead. You are live on the air. Go ahead. Oh, I'm hearing all kinds. Oh, there you are.
Oh, okay. So you guys aren't aware about Jack Murphy?
I'm aware of Jack Murphy, but I'm wondering why you mentioned Jack Murphy. It's not a name that you really hear too often.
All right, so Jack Murphy, he was a regular on the Tim Pool podcast.
That's right.
And yeah, so he's known for being a alpha male.
But why Jack Murphy though? That's what I'm wondering. Well, continue. I'm sorry.
Name?
Well, no, I know the guy, but why would you pick him though? That's what I'm getting to.
So. I just wanted to know how you guys felt about how the cuckery that he performed and his lying ass, how he tells everybody he's alpha male, and what's he really doing? He's putting a big prosthetic penis in his anus.
Right. Well, it's all facade.
I got one in mine right now.
Well, Mike has one in his right now, by the way.
Oh, well, I appreciate that. That's okay. Is he claiming he's alpha male?
Not at all. But I know what you mean, though. Yes, you kind of want these people not to sort of be caught in these situations, right? When they claim one thing and then it turns out it's a big facade that they actually are married.
I have no beefs about what you want to do when you're in your private life. Who cares?
We don't care. That's true.
But the thing is that you can't claim one thing and then perform the exact opposite.
That's right. That's false flagging. You can't be doing that. That's true. You can't be claiming to be one thing and then turn out to be another. We see that happen. You look like a poser. You look like a fool. We don't really like that. We have no respect for you now. Yes, it's not that we don't care if that's what you do, as long as you, I'm hitting the mic. As long as you, admit that you're doing these sort of things, we don't care.
Too.
Yeah, it's true.
Exactly. If somebody wants to do that and that's what they want to promote, and that, that's fine. I mean, nobody should judge anybody. If you want to judge somebody, then you should be the first to be judged.
I don't think it's very alpha to let someone, like bang your wife in front of you.
But when you call up Matt on Tinder and he plows your wife and you're at home and you have a hard on, I just wanted to see what you guys thought about that, because I thought the whole situation, it got from hilarious to fall down laughing.
That's a very it's a very sticky situation.
I appreciate you, Michael, and both of you guys are, I love your show, and I just wanted to, tell you how much I appreciate you, and Happy New Year.
Well, Happy New Year. I'm so glad you enjoyed the show. I'm glad you brought that up, but yes, that's not a true alpha male at all. That's a very sick and sad man, by the way. That is a person you don't want to be like. You don't want to ever get turned on by another man. Banging your wife, it's it's a little much. It's not what we sort of want you to be doing with your life. That's disgusting, by the way. That's pathetic.
You think that's disgusting, huh?
I think it's pretty sad.
Well, nothing worse than being a cuck.
Nothing worse than being a cuck, and he hung up. I agree with him. There is nothing more foul and pathetic than letting some stranger bang your wife in front of you. That is a no dice for me, my friends.
What if it's
Oof.
What if it's your wife wanting to watch you bang a woman?
That is insane. But there are cases
really? That
like
bothers
that.
You too?
That would be a little crazy, but I don't know. That's a crazy situation. Regardless, it's it's a little strange, because that's kind of how
I've met people that do it.
That's kind of how it starts off. Like, okay, honey, I love you. I'd love you more if you bang my friend, and then you start banging the friend, and then she goes, you know what? He's out there banging my friend. I could go bang my male friends, and see, that's how it kind of starts.
I agree with you.
Justifying their actions. It's a dark road that none of you want to get into. Believe me, I've known people like that where it's like, oh, don't worry, we're in an open relationship, and then I'm thinking, oh, it's doomed. This is over. This is not going to last. It's a trap.
90%, if not more, 95% of all marriages that open up marriage and do sort of experimentation end
real bad
because of that, and a lot of times it's just all about jealousy, because
you don't want to go down that road, ladies and gentlemen.
I know.
You don't want to be in an open anything. Trust me, it's not gonna end well for you or for your partner. Yes, that's what happens. You become swingers, and then someone gets jealous of the other, and trust me, it's a bad thing. Caller, go ahead. You are live.
Salutations and good evening.
Good evening, my friend.
Sky.
How are you, my friend?
And Michael Decon and Mike Hideous. Good evening, and everybody in the chat. I am well. And I have a few predictions of myself.
Nice. Lay it on us.
Yeah, so I'll just get right to it. Right out of the gates, right off the line, and right off the staggered start. Here we go.
Oh, shit.
Three of them. So I have, and I put them in the comments, but I guess I'll go into more detail here. So here we go. The first one I would say is George Norrie.
George Norrie, that's a great one.
I think he's going to get into some kind of conflict, or I'm not sure what the contract situation there. I don't know when it's renewed, or just assuming that it's this year. He's going to get into like some kind of contract, like a conflict of interest. He's going to get an argument with the producers and management, and it's going to get wild. It's going to get wild, and it's going to get crazy, and the police are out there going to get called, and it will just be chaos. It'll get tackled, and somehow he'll hit his head on the edge of a desk or a table.
Whoa.
And die from internal bleeding from the skull.
My
from
God.
hemorrhaging in the brain. I think that's number one.
That's pretty intense.
Very. Yeah.
Don't worry.
Unfortunate. Unfortunate.
It'll be an accidental death.
It's going to be an accidental death. He's going to have an argument because some kind of contractual, something with his, the contract. He's going to be upset. They're not paying him enough.
They're not paying him enough. Yes.
And somebody's going to make a comment you're not Art Bell.
Ooh.
And it's going to get physical.
It's going to drive him off
the brunt of it.
Yeah, it's going to drive him
And he'll
off
hit
the
his head.
ledge, and he's going to make an erratic movement in the console there at the desk, and he's going to slip and fall and bump his head, and that's going to be lights out for Mr. George Norrie. I could see it happening, by the way.
Yes, either that or he'll just slip and clumsily fall, and the wire from the mic will wrap around his neck somehow. And
It could happen.
Asphyxiate.
That's a great way to die. I think that could happen. I think that may happen here in 2022. George Norrie leaning back, getting choked by his own microphone. That's beautiful, by the way.
Can you hear me?
Very, yes.
I hear you, Mike. Yes.
Okay, the light on my microphone just went out.
Oh.
I don't know what happened. Maybe it just burned out. I don't know, but it ain't on. Anyway,
We hear you.
can hear me.
We could hear you.
All right.
But yes, George Norrie from the Coast to Coast fame. You could hear him every night at 10 p.m. We love George very much, but yes, the end is near for Mr. Norrie.
The end is nigh, yes.
You never know. We don't keep our fingers crossed here, but that could happen. We don't know. We'll leave it up to you. Caller, go ahead. Give us another one. That was really good. I'm impressed. Go ahead.
Yeah.
So yes. So my second pick of the night of the show would be Anthony Cumia.
Anthony Cumia.
And Anthony fame.
We named him.
I think he's gonna and I think he's going to die. And either he's going to be cleaning out, safety. He's going to be but improperly handling a weapon, and there's going to be a round in the chamber.
Ooh.
And somehow it's
he's going to be drunk after drinking the shitty Bud Lights that he likes so much.
Yes. Yeah.
Ooh, I could see that.
He's going to die from some kind of misfired round in the chamber or some kind of weird accident, and he will die that way. Either that or he's going to be driving the Shelby. I'm not sure if he still drives the Mustang Shelby. I think he probably does. He likes cars, but he's going to be drunk. He's going to be driving. Maybe not even drunk, but he's going to crash.
Either it's an accidental
car on the highway.
Either it's an accidental death by being under the influence of alcohol, or Keith the cop kills him somehow.
Yes. If they got into an argument.
Yeah, Keith the cop.
Or Bobo.
Or one of them might even get a hitman and off Anthony Cumia. We don't know, but that might happen in 2022.
They might even be at a comedy show up in the Laugh Factory and over in I don't know, it's New Brunswick or New Jersey.
New Jersey.
And Bobo is just going to get into an argument with Bobo.
That
and
might
Bobo's
happen.
going to hit him, and he's just going to go down, hit his head just like Norrie died.
My God.
Come on.
That could happen. You fall down in the cement, things happen, Mike. You lose everything. Go ahead, caller. One more if you'd like. We'd love that.
The third one, I think, is going to be Greg Opie Hughes. Ironically, Anthony and Opie dying in the same year.
The Destroyer. Go ahead.
The ship totally went down, yes. And Greg Opie Hughes, is going to die in a biking accident in Central Park on the Loop because he's to put the goddamn phone down. He streams, and the phone is, I don't think it's mounted either.
It's not.
He's holding it up while he's riding the bike, and he's gonna slam right into a DSNY.
That's true. That's a safety hazard. It's a severe safety hazard. I could see one Opie, Greg Hughes, falling in a manhole, maybe even dying
in
down
Central
there.
Park.
In Central Park,
and he's gonna die in a bike accident.
It could
he's
happen.
Gonna hit a vehicle or hit a pedestrian, or he might even hit me because I'm running there a lot, and some of these fucking idiots are stupid. Get in the right lane in the right direction. I think he's going to be one of them, and he's going to be live streaming it. And either me or somebody else, you're going to see it on a live stream on YouTube and Facebook. He's going to die in a biking accident.
My God.
If he does do that, yes.
I have to say.
I love that. These are great picks.
I have to say, I am completely impressed with this guy's predictions.
They're great predictions. This is what I'm talking about. See, this guy came in with reasons why. See, this is what I wanted. You kind of want to have, a reason why you want some backstory here. If you have any more, please feel free to hit us with the rest. We love this. Go ahead.
Okay, so let's see now.
Who do you got?
Who can we think of? I don't want to say it because I really like the guy. I like him as an actor. He's my favorite actor ever, like totally. and from childhood. Like I was born in '82, and like the movie came out in '89, Communion.
Michael Keaton.
He portrayed Whitley Strieber. Christopher Walken.
Christopher Walken.
I think he's gone this year too. I don't know how, but I think he's gonna probably. It's gonna be something weird because he's just a weird guy.
He's a very weird guy. This is true.
Yeah.
He'll probably be found in a closet, like with a rope around his neck with autoerotic asphyxiation.
He's, by the way,
right?
Yes, you did. By the way, Mike, he and caller, he's 78 years old. By the way, Christopher Walken. Yeah.
I mean, he's just past the average life expectancy for most American men. I think it's like 77 and a half. Right now.
He looks unhealthy though. Every time I see him, he's got that weird sickly face, like, you know, he could be going any time. I don't know what's wrong with his face. He looks sick.
He does.
He's always looking sick.
To him,
yeah, he's always looking very sick though. What's going on with that guy?
It's just the way he looks.
He looks like death though.
Yeah, as far back as like after he did the movie The Hunter, which was I think his only amazing movie, which was back in I think the 70s, mid to early 70s. It's the Deer Hunter, and he after that movie he just got older and he just formed in a way.
Well, here on YouTube I have a giant photo of him in the chat room here, and I'm looking at those eyes. He's got very sweet eyes, though. You know, he's got very pretty eyes, but he looks so sick. He looks like he's on death's door. Yeah, this man is going to die soon. Eric Altered says, fuck that, Walken will never die, you bitch. Very angry. Eric Altered does not like that pic, but, you know, he looks like death. I'm sorry. He might be going, folks. 2022 will not be a good year for Christopher Walken. I could see it now. He's like, you know, maybe a sneeze or a cough away from dying.
Like a little bit of too much of a frailty to him. Like he might sneeze and like.
Yeah, he looks very frail. I don't think he's drinking.
Like rupture a couple.
He's probably not drinking enough baby blood, by the way.
Like is that the baby blood? Is that the adrenochrome?
That's right.
I've heard about.
That's right.
Shit.
The stuff that you know, our friend Sandra Bullock and Ellen DeGenerate love. The blood of the youth and the innocent.
Oh my God.
That's what I heard. Those are just rumors, folks. We don't know if that's true. Those are just things we hear, but you know, Hollywood is a little crazy, so
that is crazy.
That is
you would think they would just
crazy.
Do it honest and strap on the trainers, log some miles, drink a lot of water, rest, and eat healthy, and maybe drink once a week, like I'm drinking now.
Yes, the adrenochrome. We know, and yes, caller, you have a healthy regime going on right there. We love that. By the way, any more picks? Come on, it's okay. Give us another one. We love that.
I have one more. I'm sorry, I do not want to monopolize the phone line. I have one more, and then I'll hang up. And I'll wish you and Mike Hideous and Azuka Langley. I know he or she is listening, and everybody else out there. So here's my last one.
Go ahead, Anthony.
I think Joe Pesci.
Joe Pesci.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's not bad.
I think Joe Pesci. I think as the year goes on, he's going to develop some kind of. He's going to start to develop. He's older. Somehow, like maybe like a little bit of dementia, and it's gonna kind of mess with like his personality and his thinking and everything. And he's gonna have like a flashback, even though he was acting when he did when he was that character. I don't remember the character in Goodfellas when he
in Goodfellas, right?
In Goodfellas, I forgot the guy's name, the actor. I mean the character.
Joey.
But he played, exactly. And what's going to happen is, I think he's going to like have a flashback, but he's going to think that time was real, and he's going to see a guy somewhere that looks like Billy Batts, who was played by Frank Vincent.
That's right.
Well, he's gone. He died, and he's going to have a flashback, but he's going to think that was real. Like it's going to be some kind of weird integration of memories in his head. Like he was acting, but he's going to think it was like his part of his real life, and he's going to see this guy in like a ShopRite or something, or some kind of supermarket, and he's going to see this guy, and he's going to pull out a pen. But remember, he's like in his 80s now. He's not like 30 years old anymore. So he's going to think he's going to pull out that pen, and he's going to be like Billy Bats. Who's like, I don't shine shoes no more.
Yeah, exactly. It's a great scene.
This guy, and he's like, I don't shine shoes no more. What's your problem? And then he's in his head. He's going to hear, go get your fucking shine box.
That's right.
But it's this guy, and this guy's going to be like a bouncer type of guy that kind of looks like Frank Vincent, like Billy Bats, and he's going to go to stab him with the pen like he killed him in Goodfellas.
Love that.
And he's going to get manhandled. If you remember, he's like 80 years old now, 85 or whatever, and that's how he'll die.
You know, Goodfellas. Oh, I love that. Anthony, you know, we love your laugh, by the way.
Oh, I'm glad that you identified me because I don't remember saying my name. You're awesome, Mike.
No, I know it's you. No, I know it's you.
10-20, yes. Okay, I'll get off the phone line now. I'll be on the chat.
All right, brother. Thank you so much for calling in.
So much.
Good night, Michael. Good night,
Love
Mike.
that.
Sidious.
Good
I'll
night,
be
Anthony.
around. I love the show.
Call in whenever.
Yes, of course.
You
All
got
right,
it,
good night,
brother.
guys.
Good night. And there he goes. That was Anthony.
Call.
Very fired up. We love that. Joe Pesci, we love that very much. Vic Grimes says Pete Davidson, also very true. We would love for Pete Davidson to have another one of those accidents that he's known to have. We would love to see his demise. We would love to see his downfall. Pete Davidson, terrible comedian, for those that don't know. Saturday Night Live fame. We don't care for him. We hate Pete Davidson here on the show. I'm just being honest.
That's okay.
Just being honest. We don't like that guy. We don't associate with people that like Pete Davidson, by the way. That's gross. That is really gross, by the way. But yes, moving along here, number 5, by the way. Can you believe it? We are barely at number 5.
Yes, we are at number 5.
We are at number 5, folks. Can you believe it? I'm just, I'm shocked. I'm having a great time. I hope all of you are enjoying Celebrity Death Pool so far. It's been great. Loving all of you out there that do call in. Remember that number is 76. Oh, I was giving the wrong number. That number is 424. 666-2425, that 424 number. Yes, if you've noticed, that's the Hollywood Hills. Yes, call in 424-666-2425. We would love to hear from all of you. Yes, Dublin. Pete Davidson is weird. He has weird eyes. This is a fact. This is true. He looks like an insect of sorts. Some sort of a rodent. Yeah, it looks like a really strange looking rodent there. And Steven says Vince Vaughn. I guess Vince Vaughn, I guess he doesn't like Vince Vaughn. But most people don't really like Vince Vaughn, so that's a great pick. Number 5, by the way, I'll start this off. Guess who I picked number 5? Or who is my number 5, Mike? Can you take a wild guess?
I'll take a wild guess.
Go ahead.
Barbara Streisand.
No, you're wrong.
Okay. I gave it my best shot.
You did. You tried. That was nice. But, Mike, you are absolutely wrong. Not even close. But that's okay. We love you anyways, Mike. That was a great try.
Thank you.
Great try.
So who did you pick? Number 5.
Number 5, I have none other than Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson, number 5. That's my wild card. He may not die, but I think it's possible. He's having a great year. He's an accident away from maybe falling down a flight of stairs. I don't know. I
How
can't.
old is he?
He's still very young, but no one could get away from falling down a flight of stairs. It doesn't matter how old you are. A flight of stairs could possibly kill you. Caller, go ahead. You are live on the air.
I am sorry, guys. One more real quick. Bill Burr. I think he's going to get hit. He's going to get hit in the head with a bar stool at the Comedy Cellar in McDougal Street in Manhattan because he makes an off-color joke about transsexuals and New York City in the Village. That's not what he wants to do. Good night, guys.
Good night. Love that. That was Anthony once again. Great pick, Bill Burr. I would have to assume that that wife would actually have him killed, or maybe they would poison Bill Burr. I don't know, but great pick, great pick. But yes, Tucker Carlson. I think he might. I think it's his time to go. I think we can see him go away when I wouldn't mind, Mike. He's in good health as far as I know. He used to work for CNN and, of course, would wear a bow tie. And, Mike, let me just be honest. You don't really trust a full-grown man with a bow tie. You just don't. It's a classic red flag for those that have common sense, but this country seems to lack common sense in so many ways. I don't hate the guy. Don't get it twisted. This is just a wild card pick. I don't think he's actually going to die. I just think, Tucker Carlson wouldn't really miss him too much if he did check out. I'm just being honest. Just being honest.
Wow. Okay.
I don't hate the guy. I'm just saying, former CNN anchor. Don't mind. Bow tie. Just because of the bow tie. Is that too harsh, Mike? Is that too extreme?
This whole show is...
It's
extreme.
too much? It's a little crazy, right? It's been nuts. It's like, it's like Eric Altered said, what about Britney Spears dies from a crack pipe accident? Well, this show is like if we just smoked a lot of crack. It's basically the same, it's in the same realm. Crack smoking Satanist, let loose. That's what they would be saying right now, but that would be inaccurate because this is a Christian show, by the way. This is a fully Christian show. Don't get it twisted. Yes, so Rachel Maddow knows too much. Maybe she will be, maybe she'll check out in 2022. We don't really know. Yes, Don Lemon with the boyfriend, the husband in Florida, by the way. Also having fun. Who knows? He could be having a too good of a night with the husband, dropping E in Florida. Don Lemon could possibly overdose. We don't know. We don't know, but that's what goes on in that sort of world.
Did you say Don Lemon?
Don Lemon, that's right.
Taking ecstasy?
Taking ecstasy in Florida, you never know.
Taking Molly.
That's what, that's what that community does out there. Let's be honest. So I could see it happening.
Funny as hell.
It is, right? Don Lemon with the white husband, dropping E. That's cool.
Dropping E.
Yeah.
Little MDMA.
Little MDMA for our friend Don Lemon and company. But yes, Tucker Carlson. He's made a lot of money. I could see him slipping a step or two down a flight of stairs in a hurry. We don't know. Let's hope he lives, though. We don't want him to die. Not at all.
Not at all.
No. Moving full. Oh, wait, actually, Mike, did you have a
I do. Actually.
Number 5. Go ahead.
Yes. Number 5. Right, where are we here?
Where are we?
Yeah.
Number
5. Liza Minnelli. Actually, it was a toss-up between Liza Minnelli and Ian McKellen, which is Gandalf.
Isn't he dead already?
No, he's not. Is he?
I thought all of them were dead already.
I know Christopher Lee is dead. But anyway, it was a toss-up between Liza. I think Liza's going to end up taking too much Valium one day, and she's gonna keel over.
That might happen.
Or too many facelifts, and it might just snap something.
Well, hopefully they're not going to hang out with, Alec Baldwin anytime soon.
Well, he's on my list too, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
No, but Ian McKellen is still alive, by the way.
Ian McKellen. I thought so. He's got to be pushing 92. But I just think, he's a nice guy. He's a great actor.
He is. No disrespect to him.
Expect
obviously
the worst.
Yeah, he's up there in age, by the way. I think he's like 83 or something, by the way.
Yeah.
He's got to be at least 83 now.
Most likely. Like I said, he's pushing 90. So, I just feel like this poor guy who has done so much great stuff as an actor is going to end up getting the short end of the stick.
We'll see what happens as 2022 sort of unfolds. But yes, Sir Ian McKellen. You know who he is, by the way. The Lord of the Rings, X-Men, those sort of films. You kind of know the guy. If you saw his face, you would know who he was.
That's why I said Gandalf.
Gandalf, right. Another movie he's been in, yes.
One of my all-time favorite movies. When I saw that movie, not to get off track, but when I saw that movie, that outdid Star Wars for me.
You like that movie better than Star Wars?
Well, yeah, because I'm a lot older, and I grew up on the whole Star Wars thing. But by the time the 90s were here, the CGI and the computer work and in movies was just getting better and better. And now, forget it. It's unbelievable.
It's insane, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's a good pick, Mike. I don't think that's very far off the realm of possibility. I think we could, in fact, see our friend croaking sometime soon, Mike. We hope not, though. We don't want him to die, but he's up there in that age thing.
Yeah. I love the guy. I think he's a great actor.
That age thing, no one really gets away from it too long. Speaking of which, I'm actually growing out my beard right now.
Are you?
So I look a little bit older right now, yes.
Funny, I just started growing my goatee back.
Oh, okay. I'm getting a few little white whiskers there now, by the way.
Who, you?
I'm aging.
Oh, brother.
I'm getting old.
That's a feeling you get, like, oh, God, gray hair.
But a lot of people have that, they worry about the whole aging thing. But I don't, I think I'll look good with the whole, white hair sort of thing going on.
Good for you.
I'll look like a very handsome man.
Distinguished.
A distinguished, handsome man. Yes. Yeah, I look good with white hair. Nothing wrong with that. I don't think I'm going to be one of those men who sort of dye that sort of thing. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep it natural.
Hang on now. I dye my hair.
Oh, Mike, you dye your hair?
Of course. I've been dyeing it black since I was 18.
I thought you were a fan of Lord of the Rings. And Ian McKellen, why not rock the gray hair, Mike, like him?
Oh, well,
like Gandalf.
I'm too vain.
You're too vain, Mike.
Probably. I mean, I've just been doing it. If my hair grows out, it's been so long. Hold on. My bird just jumped on the desk. No, don't eat the microphone.
Don't eat the mic.
Come on. Okay, good boy. What were we talking about? Sorry.
We were talking about your white hair.
Yeah, right. No, I just been dyeing it for so long that I can't see myself in any other way.
I see.
I do my facial hair too. I kind of carve it into this interesting little design.
You even dye your pubes there, Mike? Is that what you're saying?
No.
Okay, good. Just making sure.
Oh, where my vagina used to be.
Before you had the surgery, right? Love that.
Yeah, where it used to be.
Where it used to be, yeah. We're gonna call you Caitlin now.
Yeah, please don't.
I'm joking. We won't. We won't. But yes, number 4. Let's go with number 4.
Okay. You want me to go first this time?
Yeah, go ahead, Mike.
Number 4, Alec Baldwin.
Alec Baldwin.
Now, here's the perfect
scenario
here. Let me explain.
Okay.
Now, most of my other picks were elderly people. Alec Baldwin, I think, is going to have a breakdown.
He might have a breakdown. This is a good one, Mike. This is someone to sort of keep an eye on.
Right. And even though he's a tough ass, and I can appreciate that, I still think that this is going to push him over the edge, and something may happen. But let's hope it doesn't.
Yes, this was a prop gun that was discharged by Alec Baldwin, by the way. The actor stated he wasn't aware that the gun he was holding was a live weapon, by the way. That's
also said he did not pull the trigger.
He didn't pull the trigger. He did not shoot the sheriff.
Yeah.
Yes, he didn't shoot the sheriff, folks. That's what Alec Baldwin is stating from that accident out there that I believe it happened in New Mexico. I believe it was New Mexico. When it all went down, Alec Baldwin is a breakdown. That's what DFS Donovan is saying. He's sort of having a breakdown now, but we might see his demise in 2020. We might see him maybe have an accident or two. We don't know. Maybe even by a rope. That's dark. I take that back. We don't know if that's going to happen, but I could see it happening in the near future for one Alec Baldwin. We'll find out. Let's maybe we'll keep our fingers crossed for that one, by the way. Maybe we will. But yes, let's continue forward a little bit here. Number 4, Mike. Ghislaine Maxwell. I think, she was convicted last week on multiple charges related to sex trafficking of children, as you know. I think if she doesn't beat the case, we could possibly see her, dying of suicide, as they say.
Mm-hmm.
It could happen. If in fact, she doesn't beat the case, I think we all know what's going to happen to Ghislaine Maxwell.
Yeah, if I may interject for a second.
Go ahead.
I think it's kind of weird that in this trial, they have not tried to bargain with her to get names.
Very true. Maybe they have
Right,
behind somewhere else.
Because from what I understand, she's been sentenced, and nothing was offered. Like, if you tell us what we need to know that we couldn't get from Jeffrey, maybe we could lessen your sentence.
As you know, Ghislaine Maxwell, Mossad agent, so she definitely will be fine. Maybe at a beach in Tel Aviv, just like the pale horse said. We don't know. We'll find out. We'll have to stay tuned for that one, folks. And of course, honorable mention, Prince Andrew. Keep an eye out on him as well. And of course, we will move forward to number 3, by the way. Are you ready for this one, Mike?
I'm ready.
Number 3, Ted Cruz. Ted
now, why would you say that?
Cruz,
and don't tell
3.
me he's going to fall down the stairs.
No, I don't see him falling down any stairs. I could see him maybe possibly being poisoned or whacked. Maybe even dying of COVID. I don't know.
Wow.
It's possible. It's all in the realms of possibility, folks, here in 2022. Sometimes you just don't know what can happen, but yes. I'm picking Ted Cruz as my guy. He's been through some rough times already in 2022. It's already begun with a turbulence for our friend Ted Cruz. He's definitely not off to a good start. He's already under plenty of scrutiny. I've always known him to be a bit of a flip-flopper, a conservative Republican of sorts. And he hasn't really been consistent with his views for whatever reason. But welcome to the world of politics, right?
Yep.
He's just a flip-flopper, man, a shim-sham man.
It's embarrassing.
He's very embarrassing. He's all over the place. I don't trust the man.
How can you trust any of them?
I don't.
Anymore. After what happened in November, how could you trust any?
I don't trust any of them at all.
Again?
I
Neither do I. I'm
don't
done.
trust any single person from any party, by the way.
I'm done too, Michael. I'm done.
I'm glad you came to that conclusion, Mike, by the way. I'm really proud of you for going down that route. I just don't trust any of them.
And I thank you. I appreciate it. But the thing is, this is how I felt 4 years ago. Like I've hated every politician that has come to fruition, and the job that they do, or at least try to pull off, 9 times out of 10 in my eyes, there's so many things that could be done better, and we just sit there and we let we let circumstances cover us up in say for the people. The people get the worst end of the stick, while the politicians, they get away with murder.
They get a raise.
Yeah, they get raises and stuff.
Look what happened with Enron. Don't have to go too far, but yes.
Yep. So I'm with you, man. I just, what I'm saying is I'm going back to the way I was thinking prior to 4 years ago.
Understood. Do you have a number 3?
I do. Number 3. The Yenta cackling chicken.
The Yenta, I like that. Oy vey.
Joy Bear. From The View.
Joy Behar?
Yeah, I think she's gonna have a stroke. You know why? Because she can't shut up. Like she just goes on and bitches and moans.
She's
and
79 years old, by the way.
And you know what? She should be older because
she should be older.
Yeah.
I love that.
She's just she's a screaming yenta.
A screaming yenta. That's a good description of one.
Yeah, have
Joy
you ever listened to
Behar.
that show? I mean, you can't listen to it for more than like 5 or 10 minutes. It's
I try not to listen to The View.
I've seen like I don't watch it. Don't get me wrong, but
The
I've seen
bird
clips
copied
of
you,
it
by the
here
way.
and there. Huh?
The bird copied you, by the way.
Did he?
That was good.
I've seen clips of the show, and I think it's pathetic. You know, these women with these opinions, and everybody in the audience, yay, you're so right, women's lib, yay! Shut up.
She should just shut her trap, Mike.
All of them. They're I hate that show. It's like taking your nails and scratching a chalkboard for like a mile.
That's
listening
true.
to them talk. That's what the show is like.
That's true. I mean, if you have to sit next to Whoopi Goldberg, you know, that's terrible. I might as well contract COVID if that was the case.
Ugh. Alien hair of hers.
Oof.
It's like Predator.
Like Predator, yes. That Whoopi Goldberg. My God, yes. We don't like The View. We don't like the women of The View at all. We hate them. This is true. We don't like The View here. We think less of you if you watch that program. This is true.
Michael, what is it you're playing on the YouTube channel right now?
Oh, right now that's Rudy Giuliani and our friend Donald Trump. They were, they were having some fun together. That's actually real.
Is this like an SNL skit or something?
No, that's actually real, by the way.
Okay, I don't understand. What's happening? Why is he
They did a weird skit a long time ago, by the way.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. It was a skit.
Well, it was sort of a skit. It was they were trying to be funny.
I think that's pretty funny.
Well, yeah, and Giuliani and drag, it came from, where exactly? It came from back in 2000, by the way. It's an old video from 2000, I believe. It was definitely a skit.
Well, you gotta admit, it's funny, and you gotta have a sense of humor to watch something like this. So.
Oh, yes. But, I definitely would not be dressed up as a woman, though. That's, it's a little much, in my opinion, but not for our friend, Rudy Giuliani.
Does that bother you? Does that bother you?
It doesn't exactly bother me because I'm not in it, so not really. It's just kind of disturbing just because it is Rudy Giuliani, and we are on cue here. Number 2 for my pick was actually Rudy Giuliani, so...
No shit.
That's why he's number 2, and that's why you're seeing him on my YouTube, sort of on the YouTube chats.
Wow, now I get it. Okay.
Pretty wild, right? Pretty wild, yes. The former mayor of America, Rudy Giuliani. Let's just say, out of all the picks, I don't mind too much about picking Rudy Giuliani. This is one of the people on the list that I immensely despise, detest.
Do you really?
Disrelish?
Really?
Yeah. I haven't forgotten the morning of 9/11. And I know that's a whole nother story. We'll leave it at that. But I did enjoy his scene in Borat 2, by the way. When he was embarrassingly filmed, by the way, with his hands down his pants.
No kidding.
Yeah, that's a great scene. And Borat 2, by the way, for those that haven't seen it. He didn't know he was going to be filmed during that specific part, by the way. And if you don't want a spoiler, please mute your speakers or leave the room. But most people should have already seen the movie, already have seen the clips out there. It's all over the place. But yes, it wasn't really that good of a movie. It was kind of terrible comparing it to the original, but regardless, the finale scene was quite good, by the way. It's Rudy Giuliani talking to a younger sort of journalist, And basically, she's sort of like flirting with him. You know, he's thinking he's going to get lucky by some younger woman. And of course, there's a hidden camera, you know, in the room there. And of course, you know, he thinks he's going to get a massage or something, you know, he's has his hands down his pants, Mike. It's kind of embarrassing. And, you know, the only excuse he had was that he was tucking in his shirt. Which is, you know, completely inaccurate. What else could he say, though? You know, he thought he was going to get laid by this woman.
Okay, yeah, I could see that. I mean...
Well, a lot of these people, that's, you know, what happens.
Is he married?
Well, does it really matter if he's married or not?
Touche.
Did it matter that Bill Clinton was married?
You're right. I'm backing down.
I don't think it really mattered, but yeah, well, that's Rudy Giuliani for you, by the way. Mayor of America. Pretty sick. But that's Rudy Giuliani for you, folks. Pretty insane. Definitely watch the movie Borat 2 if you haven't. Great part there at the very end. Definitely download it. Don't buy it. Rip the movie. Pirate the movie. I'm telling you to do that. Go ahead. It's okay. Just say that we told you to do it. It's all right. You could blame us. Go ahead. And that leaves us to number 1, by the way. Mike, do you want to do the honors?
I didn't do my number 2 yet.
Oh, you didn't do your number 2. I'm sorry about that. I got way ahead of the game. Right. Go ahead, Mike.
So it was a toss-up between the corpse.
The corpse.
And Macaulay Culkin.
Macaulay
Culkin.
Macaulay Culkin. Macaulay, not Colin. Macaulay Culkin.
So I think that, I mean, hope it doesn't happen, but this guy's really hit some low times in his life. And
he's 41, by the way.
Yeah, and he looks terrible, or at least he looked terrible. I haven't seen him lately, but he's walking a tightrope.
You think he's gonna go out?
It's possible.
And
I was thinking this last year too. He was one of my picks, but I never picked him.
Do you still feel like you're gonna go out this year? By the way.
No, I don't think so. Watch, it'll happen now.
I don't think you are, by the way. I think you are protected by Christ, by the way. I think God loves you, Mike. I don't think he's going to let you die this year.
Okay. I feel better already.
You're protected by the light, Mike.
I am. I've got my lights on.
As much as you doubt Jesus Christ, I still think God loves you. I think he has your back.
He's got my back.
He's got your back. You're not going to die, Mike. You're okay. I promise. Okay. He won't take you. I talked to him yesterday. Don't worry.
I'm not worried, really. Actually, as I say, I actually felt I did pretty good this summer. But it's always like the winters are always difficult because it's just like you don't get to get out that much, and we just got hit with snow. So, but I think everything's going to be all right.
It'll be fine. Don't worry.
I hope.
You'll be all right. Even the bird says so, yeah.
My bird just said, I love you.
There you go, see? Love that. So as we continue, my number 1 pick is actually Joe Biden.
See, yeah, I had him number 2.
He's my number 1.
Biden.
I think he might go out, folks. This might be the year that we see President Joe Biden go under.
You know, if I may just interject for a second, I know I mentioned my number 1 is Queen Elizabeth.
Queen Elizabeth, that's pretty good.
I gotta say, I'd like to change it to Pelosi because I actually hope she goes.
Whoa, that's dark. But Pelosi also a good choice. Also Nancy Pelosi, great choice. Great choice. Of course, she is 81 years old, by the way.
To retire.
Well, evidently you want her to die.
Did I say that?
Pretty much.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. I did not mean that.
You didn't mean that. You were just joking.
I was just joking.
It's a gag.
You
don't really
ladies
want
and
her to
gentlemen,
die.
some of the statements on this program may not actually be backed by the producers of this show. So please take warning. This is a comedy show.
Yes, this is a Christian program, by the way. This is all done by the Lord. If you have a problem with that, talk to Jesus Christ.
Talk to the hand.
Talk to God. But we are not responsible for any of this. But yes, that was Celebrity Death Pool 2022, by the way, folks. That was something else. That was really, really good. Yes. Really good. Thank all of you out there for participating. That was great. It was beautiful. It was everything I've ever wanted in my life.
Well done.
Well done, folks. You guys did great. It was amazing.
It's amazing.
It is, yes. This is true.
The Michael Decon program.
Wow.
Is the embassy.
That was good, by the way, Mike. I love that. I waited all year for that.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
That's true.
Damn, son.
It was. That was a good one. That was a banger, as they say in the streets. That was a good time. I hope you enjoyed that. That was fucking awesome. Really like that. That was a beaut. If I don't say so myself, I love that. All of you guys out there did great. Mike, don't get the booster. Michael needs his co-host. This is true. I don't want you to die, Mike. Don't get the booster shot. Don't do it, Mike. Don't do it.
Thank you.
Do not
I appreciate that.
resist, Mike. Don't get the booster. Don't do it, Mike.
I appreciate that. By the way, Michael, I want to apologize for not really getting into the understanding of the celebrity death pool as I should have. I got more into it as we went on, but at the first couple of ones, as I said, they were just picked for being old. So next time, I'm on it. I know exactly what to do next time.
No worries. By the way, on the screen right now, it's a lovely graphic from the CDC with a woman with the syringe on her arm there, and it says, you may die, which is normal. It's a good one, which is true. The CDC is correct, by the way, folks. You may die, and it is normal. This is a fact. The CDC is not lying. They're actually telling the truth in this graphic. This is true. This is very true. Yes, cdc.gov/coronavirus. That's right. You may die, folks. These are only facts. Once again, Mike, I do want to thank you for being a part of the program. This was a fun one. I had a great time, I again, really appreciate you being here, Mike. Couldn't have done it without you, and couldn't have done it without the callers as well. You guys brought it this time. You guys were on fire. I'm immensely impressed by all of you out there. That was really good. I really liked Anthony. I really liked the Canadians called in. We had the female caller. I already forgot her name. She did fantastic. Everyone did great tonight, by the way.
Yes, they did. Yeah, thank you everybody for calling in with those great.
Yes,
great,
Derry D, Sirius Fox, Eric, Boogeyman, DFS Donovan, Anthony, all of you out there, Sirius Fox. There's so many of you out there tonight. Vic Grimes, James, Katz, Truth and Doubt, Melissa, James. There's so many names out there. And Dublin and Steven and who else? Asuka. There's so many names, but I do want to thank all of you out there for being a part of the program. That was a good time. I hope you enjoyed that. Mike, please feel free to plug away.
Thank you, Michael. And thank you for having me tonight.
That was awesome.
Wonderful. Absolutely. Thank you for having me as your co-host. Thank you to everyone who listened tonight. Thank you to everyone who's going to listen on the podcast.
That's right.
If you're interested in checking out my music and all that stuff, go to MikeHideous.com. And Mike, of course, is spelled MYKE. So that's MikeHideous.com. If you want to see any of my artwork or photography, go to SpyManPhotoAndArt.com. And if you want to catch me on social media, you can reach me at China.
Donald Trump, don't trust China. China is asshole.
All right, seriously though.
We do a little trolling. It's called We Do a Little Trolling.
If you want me on social media, Facebook.com/HideousMike, MYKE. Thank you, everyone.
Fuck your life! Fuck your life!
Oh.
Okay. My ribs and my cheeks hurt from laughing so hard tonight.
Dumb bitch.
You're like hitting every button.
I know, right? It's been fun. It's been a great time. It's been a beautiful time. It really has been. And once again, Mike, I do want to thank you for being a part of the program. It's been a great time doing the show with you. As you know, it's always fun doing the show with you, Mike. Especially, you are probably the only person I would want to be my co-host, Mike.
I appreciate that very much. Thank
You're
you.
a great man, and thank you, Sirius Fox. We appreciate that very much. We appreciate all of you out there. Definitely don't be shy. If you want more content, please go to patreon.com/Michael Decon. That's where you'll find more exclusive content. And don't forget the podcast rendition of the show. Please search Michael Decon or the Michael Decon Program on iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, and everywhere else where you could find a podcast. That's where you'll find us there. And of course, michaeldecon.com. All the links are there. Go ahead, donate. We need you to donate, or else the show will fall and we'll end up like Canada, basically. We will be living under sort of, these sort of Hitler sort of rules that are going on. Yes, it'll be like Nazi Germany if you don't donate today. We will die, basically, in other words. So we definitely need you out there. And Mike, go ahead and say goodnight for the final time.
Okay, all right. Good night, everyone, for the final time. And thanks again for listening.
There he goes. Thank you so much, Mike. I will talk to you again in the future.
All right, brother. Take care.
Good night, brother. Thanks so much. And there he goes, boys and girls. That was the one and only Mr. Mike Hideous. He drew assignment tonight, as he always does, and he brought it, folks. We appreciate Mike so much. This was a great time, by the way. I had a great sort of a night here with all of you, and I do want to thank you for hanging out with me. Yes, the Pale Horse, great show, guys. Yes. That was a great show. I had fun. I hope all of you out there had fun too. This will go down in history as one of the best shows we've done in a while. Maybe it's not a good show. Maybe it was a terrible show. Who knows? We'll go back and listen to it and we will draw conclusions later. But once again, thank you so much for being a part of the program, boys and girls. Stay safe, no matter where you are on this island Earth. I'm Michael Decon, and with that said, the world is a mysterious place, and life itself is a mystery. Until next time, mahalo.
We'll be right back. I don't want to pinpoint it because, well, I think you kind of know the answer to that.
Paradox?
Yes, you discussed that with Goldberg, and he has a good finger on it.
Yes.
Hey, listen, also, beyond Von Daniken, pay attention to Whitley. Whitley is also not who he would appear to be. Be very careful of Dr. Hoagland. Hoagland has secrets. He knows things. And he hasn't even begun to indulge his treasure of secrets.
All right. I appreciate the call. No, Dr. Goldberg is not who he says he is. Whitley is not who he says he is. And watch out for Richard Hoagland. Earth changes, tsunamis for the Northwest sometime no later than August. Okay. Time Traveler line at area code 702-727-1295.